I'm so sorry, I realized that the software wasn't working and I needed a sound to test. No, I was testing it, and then and then it was like not playing, so I was just like in a panic, clicked the most random thing. Hello, welcome in. Happy Good Friday for those of you who celebrate. I don't actually know if it's a celebration. I'm assuming it's good, if they're gonna call it Good Friday. I don't... Okay, wait, let's test. Is everything working? My microphone software isn't on. But yes, welcome in. We are gonna start with a stream today instead of tomorrow, because I might have plans tomorrow, so I just want to like clear up the schedule to make sure that we're free. I don't have to think about the scheduling around things. But yes, we're back in City Skylines 2. I felt like continuing our good old Punderland series of all the sounds. Is it working? Let's see. Because there's no music in this game right now, for some reason. I feel like everything's not working today, everyone. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hold up. If I switch you over... Okay. It might have only affected me, hopefully. But I couldn't hear the game and like the music and stuff. So, did random go off? I couldn't hear that either. So... It's all going pear-shaped. Like, it's a car crash right from the get-go, which, context, it's 11:30 for me. I woke up at like 10 plus. Just taking my time because we're still kind of trying to get over this feeling slightly unwell thing. Like, I'm just trying to get back into routine. So yesterday, I just went to my studio, did a few things and went home, but like, that's it. I kind of treated the trip there as the practice run of what it's like to be a regular human again. And then today, like, I decided to stream right beforehand because my eating habits are terrible. I don't usually eat until it's like too late. So I was like, okay, let's just chomp down some biscuits. So I got one of those like thin chocolate, they call it Murray biscuits here. Like the round, it's almost like digestives but less grainy. And then I was just having the biggest fight. Like, you see all of these news articles about current affairs these days being like, oh, everyone's going out to war. I was almost going to go into war with these biscuit containers, or like wrappers. Because you know how they have those like teeth at the side? It's like those plastic wrappers where there's the triangular teeth on the edges. And you would think that if you peel them, like, they will create a nice straight line that means you can just, you know, take out the biscuit or eat it straight from the packet without touching your, like getting your hands dirty. No, it just peels, it breaks, and then it broke in every single direction except the direction it's supposed to. So that was annoying. Yeah. But yes, we've chomped down, we're working off 6 biscuits, which is probably why the stream is starting chaotically. But yes, okay, so we're gonna continue our vanilla series. If you haven't seen the first episode, this is just gonna be a playthrough of us playing the game as it's supposed to be, so that for those of you who have always been interested in City Skylines and stuff, you can gauge whether or not this is a game that you will enjoy. If you want to see a different way of playing it, which is the modded series that we're doing with Montai City, that's a different playlist that you can check out as well, and that one's a lot less stable. So, okay, but yes, so we've created this neighborhood so far in this area, and as we left the stream last time, we were starting to observe that this road is creating a bit of a traffic situation. So if we start playing... Also, Rai, I heard rumors that we're starting a new city. Is that true? Is that true? It's so cool to see that you're actually playing the game though. I wasn't sure if this is the kind of game that you would even want to try. But yeah. And then like, what, Misty was playing it as well according to you on your stream? So, okay, but yeah, so do we see the issue here, which is that, yeah, we've got a bit of a pile up. The reason is that we've got quite a lot of housing in this area. And then most of our jobs are actually currently in this district. So I'm thinking right now, this is the only convenient area for people to go, and then they're turning left on a single lane. So our kind of rectification of this area kind of messed up in the end. The good thing is, our citizens are at full happiness. So we are doing some things right, basically. Misty wanted to reach out to you because she had some questions. Oh, is she on your Discord? I might see. Like, I'll let her know that she can reach out to me, I guess. Or if we see her, we can just let her know. So, or is she streaming anytime soon? But yeah, she can reach out. Yes, it's so cool to see people playing this game. Okay, but yes, so we have an official traffic jam now because of this status symbol. So I am going to, I think I was looking at this as I ended the stream. I happen to have left this area free, and I'm realizing that everyone's trying to go into this area. So what I could do, okay, we're gonna start building straight away, is we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some of this. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Right, and then I'm gonna create a... Let's do a 4-lane first, because I don't really know the capacity that we're expecting in this area. And I know it's not technically aligned, but that's okay. You let her know. Okay, thank you. Yes. Even if it's not related to City Skylines, she's welcome to just ask, like, do you eat grapes? What sort of grapes do you eat? Okay. Right, so we're gonna create this. Oh, and the last time when we left off stream, we unlocked buses. So I think we can start actually creating some public transport lines. And I suspect that we're getting such major traffic issues because there's no public transport options either. So hopefully adding some buses to this area will help a bit with the traffic situation. Okay, there we go. So everyone has another option. Uh-oh, it's nighttime. I can't really see anymore. Oh dear. Hello Sam, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can finally hear the sounds. Welcome in. Hello to Yoshi as well. How are we doing? It's Good Friday. It's better Friday now that we're playing City Skylines, I feel. I don't know what happens on Good Friday. I just know Easter Sunday is one of the things with the eggs. Clearly do not, like, celebrate any of the things that's happening this weekend. Is it the end of Lent or something? That's something I know. Okay, so we've got a road going. Oh, we've got...
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age.
I'm gonna skip you, mister, because I was speaking halfway. Okay, we've got Death Care, hopefully... Do we have Gathering? Gathering, where are you? Okay, he's on its way, on its new road. First is still up for grabs if you want it. Yes, I actually think I need to do some kind of indicator to show in chat when the command is enabled. Whoa, okay, yes, people are using this new road. That's good. So are all of these people moving in? Or are they just like transporting people? Denton, you're moving in. Okay, so all of these people hopefully going home. Okay, this one's an actual resident. My hope is that the traffic situation right now is temporary. Aspen going home. Okay, it might not be temporary. We'll have to see. But yeah, so because we have transportation, let's introduce you to the world of how bus lines work in this game. So, first and foremost, you're going to click on this green bus called transportation. That opens up everything that applies under, like over the, you know, buses, trains, and all of that. At the moment, buses are unlocked and everything else isn't. Congratulations, Sam, you got first. I should add your name to the, like, it needs to auto-add names. Martha, do better, Martha. Oh dearie me. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna have to optimize that command. I want it to actually announce when, like, it's available for people to claim. Maybe we should do it after we're live. Okay, so to start with a bus line, what you need to first place down is this building called the bus depot, which basically just maintains and stores all of your buses. So when you play like, when you play with the bus stuff, or actually any kind of transportation service in this game, you both have to care about, like, oh my gosh, my brain is still not awake clearly. You have to care about both the storage of the number of vehicles as well as like vehicles that need to go for repairs and maintenance. So that's something to keep in mind with the number of like buses you allocate. I'm gonna put you here for the time being, just in our industrial area. Okay, and then place you down. And we didn't touch on this the last time with placing down buildings, but in City Skylines 2, you can actually upgrade buildings. So rather than if you're playing City Skylines 1, where you have to kind of destroy a building and then place it back to upgrade it, in here it's more like SimCity, where if you click on a building, you'll see we've got these upgrades. So for example, with the bus depot, we've got an electric bus maintenance upgrade. We've also got an extra garage. So you have some flexibility in like upgrading existing buildings before you have to kind of place down another one. But yeah, so you can also see over here we've got the number of vehicles in use. So this matters a lot for public transport, because if you start putting down too many bus lines and you don't have enough vehicles, it won't be able to run efficiently or properly. So once we've placed down the bus depot, we're going to not upgrade it for the time being. You can then place down different bus service related assets, if you will. So we've got some things like a small bus station, which looks something like this. So it's just like a turning point for the buses. We've also got a bus station. So this is a larger version. This is sort of something I wouldn't touch right from the get-go, because you would want to wait for things like, let's see if we've got it. Taxi stop station services. Okay, the small bus station technically could be used on its own. It's just that with the bus station, you could technically attach a, or not apparently, extra platform. Oh no, I thought this was one of those hubs that actually connect to a subway station. Okay, then we won't use it for now, that's fine. For today, or at least for the start of our city, I don't feel like we need a small bus station yet, so I'm not going to build it. If based on your city layout, you feel like there is a place that makes sense as a bus terminal, like a interchange point for buses, feel free to add it like as we're building here. So we've got those two. The main ones that you want to work on here are these two blue circles, right? So we've got bus stop sign and bus stop shelter. Now they both serve as stops for your buses. It's just that one is an actual like just sign, one has a shelter. So I've never paid attention to the price of it, but do note that like the price is quite different. And I've always placed down bus stop shelters and I've been fine. So I feel like generally you should be okay with shelters. And in this game, what you need to do before you actually draw your lines is place down the stops to create like the areas where your bus line can connect to, right? So for example, if we do, I'm gonna do a loop like this. So around here, we're gonna go through the commercial square area, and then over to our industrial area, it will turn back, and then, so it will kind of create this effect, right? So, we can go around and place bus stops. So, let's do, oh, I can't really, like, show it easily. Yeah, but so, I'm gonna put down some bus stop shelters. So, to start with, I'm gonna do, let's say, here, right? And there will be nuances to how you would place this. I'm actually gonna switch off the day-night cycle first, because I can't see. That's kind of annoying when you're trying to place down stuff. Play? Okay, there we go. So, yeah, there are nuances to actually how to place down bus stops the most effectively. But for now, let's just focus on the basics of how to even get this to work. So, I'm gonna place you here. Where are we? We are up to this area, okay. And then we'll place a stop at the commercial square. And then we keep going. We'll place one here because there are jobs here. The key for effective public transportation, like, placement is that your route should cover a variety of, like, residences to places of interest. And places of interest represent either jobs, amenities, or other public transport nodes. So yeah, so for in our city at the moment, the only thing that makes sense is to bring everyone from their housing area to their jobs, which is here, here, and here. Does the number of stops on a route impact the bus numbers? It does to an extent. You'll see once we create the full line that the game will automatically generate a like a number of buses that it feels makes sense for your line. You can obviously go in and adjust it, but we will show it once we get to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish the loop here. We are gonna turn this way, and then, like, let's see. Okay, so there we go. Now you can see we've placed down what is essentially a loop around the entire city, right? So these are just the bus stops. Now to create a functioning bus line, we will click on this square diamond thing. That's called the bus line tool. So you click on this, and then you can start from anywhere really, like just click on any of it. You can even start from, oh actually no you can't. So that was more for subways. So for example, I'm going to start here, and then we just click, drag, and so you can see it says add a new waypoint here, right? So generally speaking, you don't really need to add waypoints, but we can just click on the next bus stop, and then it's starting to create the route, right? So as you can see, where waypoints come in handy, if say you're trying to create a specific route and you wanted to avoid a specific road, say like a very main avenue is so congested that your buses will never work, that's where the waypoints can come in. So you can see in between bus stops, like it's still letting you actually place down a node, and that's where, for example, if I wanted it to detour, I can just click like this to do this, right? So we're avoiding the road that it would have automatically done if I didn't put the waypoints, which is like that. Okay, so I'm gonna click and add waypoints. Okay, so and then we're gonna go here. So the entire housing area now has a connection to the commercial square area. And now we're into the industrial area. So it's going to loop over at industrial. And the key thing for all of your bus lines and stuff is that they need to create a loop. So you can't, like an end-to-end service, technically still needs to come back the other way. So you either do a loop or you do like like direction A, direction B, but they do need to connect back up to the original point that you started. So add waypoint here. There we go, complete route. So in this case, we've created one direction of our like bus route, right? Okay, so once you've completed the route, there we go. You can then go in to the already placed down route, and if you want to do that waypointing I was saying earlier, you can do this. So you can just like click and drag anywhere. So there we go. Like for example, I wanted to do that for some reason. Okay, and then to answer Rai's question, right? If you're trying to find easy ways to then click onto your bus route from here, right? There are a few options. We've got this route transportation overview thing. If you click on this, it will show all of your transportation routes, and you can either click here, like bus line 1, all of that, or you can click directly on the bus lines now. You can't do this when you're in the building thing. It would just kind of edit your route, right? So either clicking in here, or if you click on the info view and we do transportation, I find this is the easiest way because it doesn't block your screen. And then you can go and click on your route. So if I click on bus line 1, ta-da, here we go. So now this is the detailed screen of like how you know what's happening with your bus lines, right? So it tells you the length of the bus line, the stops, the number of passengers and all that. And you can adjust a few things. You've got ticket prices, which apparently if you adjust the ticket prices, it either encourages or discourages people from taking the bus. I've never noticed the difference, to be honest. So, oh well. And here is where we've got the assigned vehicles, right? So when you do like a new line and stuff, the game will automatically generate, based on the length of the line, a maximum number of vehicles that you can place down. So in this case, we've got 10, I think. I stand corrected on this if it's like wrong, because it used to be like that. I don't know if they make it a fixed 10 anymore. Let's just assume it is. But you can adjust it, so it's like if you want to increase it or decrease it. And then schedule as well. So you've got like daytime, nighttime, 24-hour line. I find that because the game's time simulation doesn't run in real time, setting the day and night things is very inefficient, because by the time the buses come out of the depot, like, the night's over. Hello, Steph, good evening. How are we today? I saw you've already, like, started scheduling all of your Dinker 1.0 streams, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is it that close?
You're listening to Second Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home, or wherever you roam.
Oh, wow, okay, just one ad break, thank you. No one's talking about housing shortages. That's good. Okay, so if I press play, with this view open, right, we can now see how this bus line operates, okay? So this is the bus depot. We're gonna wait for some buses to spawn. There we go. That's our first one. Okay. So we're gonna let it go. I'm actually gonna click on the bus and do the focus thing so that we can follow. And click in bus line 1. So there we go. So while the buses are going, we can actually observe and see, right? 5 days. Oh my goodness me. I haven't checked what time it will launch for me as well, actually. I feel like, because Rai said it was midday for her, so I feel like it's gonna be a daytime thing for me as well. I've not planned anything at all. Okay, so while the buses are going, now we can actually explain a bit about how this line section works, right? So this is sort of like mini metro if you've played it before, where they do this as like a very nice way. I love how they designed this as like a interface thing for this game. So the squares or the rectangles are your active vehicles on the line. It shows you where on the line it is. If you hover over the white circles, it shows you that specific stop. You can click on them and then they'll bring you to like more information about it. And you may notice some of the circles are now turning into a solid blue. That shows you the number of passengers on that circle. So once it gets to like a fully colored blue, so it'll be like a full solid blue with the white outline, that shows that your bus stop is at like, there's a lot of people there waiting for buses, right? We won't really have a problem right now because it's nighttime and everyone's not going to work, but hopefully later on we'll show you. And then once the buses have picked up passengers, you'll see how the rectangle has a dot inside. So again, this is like City Skylines, it shows you capacity. As the bus fills up, there will be more dots. So I think the maximum is like 6 or 8 dots. So yeah, so that's generally what you need to know about public transport when it comes to understanding the interface. For me, it'll be 10 AM. Oh my gosh, 10 AM. Everyone's gonna be like awake and going crazy with it. I've not planned anything to do for my Dinker 1.0 stream. Like, I wasn't even gonna start a new island. I didn't even know what we were gonna do. We might just like explore things. But it's also a case of I feel like everyone's gonna be doing it at the same time, so I don't want to like, you know, like crowd into that space. We can always just do it at our normal stream schedule. So you can see, like this one's getting a bit more solid. So as we go, let's actually see what's happening. Okay, yeah, I think, let's see, where was that? That more crowded bus stop should probably be here. Yeah, see, there we go, we've got passengers. So we've got people waiting. This is also another visual indicator of like people waiting for stuff. You can click on the bus stop and it shows you as well, like we've got 10 people waiting, and this is another way of like entering the same view. Also, thank you for the shoutouts for Sam and Steph. Okay, so we're gonna let the bus line run for a bit before we see whether or not it is done the right way, and before we see whether it actually alleviates traffic for us. So there we go. Oh, actually, sorry, one more thing that I'm gonna do here is that we have one last feature of the bus lines, which is you can do bus-only lanes. So I say bus-only, it's actually reserved for public transport, emergency vehicles, and turning traffic. So, what this does, I'm gonna go back to the day-night visuals being off. Okay, so if we click on these almost act like normal road lanes. So you either draw them as usual, and then they become like this. So only certain vehicle types can actually enter this. So that's one option. You can create standalone bus lanes, or what you can do is actually go into our replace tool. If I click on replace with the bus lane enabled, we can actually add bus lanes to existing roads. So for example, if I wanted this section of the neighborhood to be a bus priority area but still have a lane for normal vehicles to go, I can just click and do this. You can do the same for like single lanes. So you can choose like one side or the other side. And if you want to get rid of them, just right click. So it's the same idea as all of the other road upgrades. This adds so much versatility to this game, because you could do like maybe one side of traffic is actually causing problems, I will give priority to the buses. Yeah, it's cool. It is so cool. Yeah, this is why I say like I feel like City Skylines 2 has such a strong foundation, because this is the sort of tools that they built right from the get-go that City Skylines 1 just never had. So it really is a quite well done like system that they've thought of. Okay, so let's see. We've got 9 people. Ooh, this one's kind of busy. What's happening at Coleridge Street? Let's see. This is the... Oh, it's the commercial square. Okay, so I guess people are heading home after a long night of work and... I don't know what day of the week it is. So... oh well. Okay. There's a lot to learn in this game. There is so much, honestly. And even once you understand the basic tools and stuff, it's also a... like... There are so many variables that will impact whether or not your city is running properly or not. It's like... You may know how to use the tools, but then it comes down to an art sort of situation where, like, whatever you build happens to not create a result that you intended or something, and you have to adjust. And to me, that's just the fun of the game, honestly. It seems like they learned from the first one. Oh, they did. I don't even know where Paradox came from, but they were such a small, like, development company. And they came on to the scene with City Skylines 1. It looked terrible, the music was bad, but the gameplay functions and the possibility of it to expand was so good versus what EA was offering at the time with SimCity, that I feel like they really did a good job. And I still feel like with City Skylines 2, despite a lot of criticism, I feel like they did like a good job with this as well. And to be fair, they did have like 8 years to observe how people play the game, as well as see all of the mods and things that people created, and then know what to add to the game. Okay, so we've got... Where's everyone going? Why are we going in this direction? Maybe we should have done a... Which way are you going? Oh no, there's 2 ways for you to get home. Oh no, people are going home here. Oops. Okay, so our buses will take some time. When you first create the line to spread out across the network. So as you can see right now, everything's just bunched up here. The game should, in theory, start to spread out the buses so that you'll have a more even dispersion. But there are limitations to that, and it also depends on your traffic conditions in the city. So we'll leave that running for now. So I've got 1 bus line here. And I'm wondering whether or not to do a second bus line in this direction. Okay. Maybe let's do that. And, oh, this nighttime situation. I feel like it was fine on the first stream, but now I feel like I can't see. Okay, let's go and create another district area here. And just see where we end up. It's just gonna be another generic kind of residential area for the time being, until we decide how to... Ooh, Tiny Town! This is a major step forward. You're on the way to greatness. Okay, let's see what we've got. Progression panel. Oh, we've got mixed housing now. We've got communications. We've got... Okay, a lot of these city policies. So this is a good time to actually bring this up, right? So, remember last stream I mentioned something about clicking in the city information and how we've got city policies? So now, we've got more of these things. So we've got... import city services, pre-release programs, taxi minimum fare. So basically, you can just click on these if you feel like you want to include these in your city. And they will kind of explain what they do, right? So you may notice there's only a few of them. That's because there's another way to actually enforce city policy stuff, right? Which is, if we go into areas down here in the toolbar, we click on this. This is how you actually demarcate, if you will, like different districts in your city. So if I go into surface area tool, or is it this? No, sorry, district creation tool, right? And let's say we're gonna mark, so this works the same as the industrial thing, like you just click and drag. Usually it will follow along like a road if it's easier for you. If not, you can actually switch off snapping and do it the manual way. But let's say we're gonna create this area as a neighborhood. So ta-da! We've got a new district area, Beechwood Creek. And here is where you can do district-specific city policies, right? So you've got all of the information, you've got the number of households, resident numbers, we've got 341 pets, which is lovely. And if I click on this top bar with all of the icons, you will have all of these options. So you can have energy consumption awareness, recycling, roadside parking fees, speed bumps, all of these things. That's where you can actually enable them. So just click on that and like it will activate. Okay, so stuff you can explore basically. For now, I'm not going to enable anything because I feel like our city is running okay. And let's see, there's still quite a bit of traffic, I feel. But it's okay. We continue. Right. So what was this? This was a 3-lane. 3-lane over here. Okay. And I'm going to connect up, I think, a 4-lane divided road. $200. Okay. Do you ever get stuck looking at a blank map because you're unsure how to start? Oh yes, definitely. Like, it's the creator's block thing. I get that a lot when it comes to creative games. The thing is, like, I find that actually just placing down the most random things can help something, which is very weird. But once you have something down, at least, you know, it will just give your brain a direction that you can be like, oh, okay, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try this, maybe I should try that. It kind of helps. What also helps if it's coming to this specific game is the things like looking at all the resources and the wind direction and stuff, so you know where to place down the industry and stuff. Hello Eric, welcome in. Is running smooth? It is for now, but it's cause it's nighttime. So we've got a potential traffic issue running here that I'm trying to observe, but we're waiting for rush hour to kick in.
Listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary.
Oh, we've heard this one before. Okay, I'm going to skip past it. How are we doing, Eric? Welcome in.
The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Okay, yeah, so more ads. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what map are you trying now, right? Like, I'm guessing you're starting completely from scratch. I don't know if we're still on the same map. You want to buy it, but you're afraid of performance. It is a beefy game, I will say. So it depends on what kind of computer you are running. If it's like something you're worried about, I feel like City Skylines 1 is still a very good game for gameplay. Like, obviously it doesn't look as good, but the foundations and the fundamentals of like building your city and understanding all of those things are still great. And I will say, relative to when this game was first released, I do feel like they've optimized a lot of the performance stuff. So hopefully that alleviates some concerns. Oh, I might have messed up here. Okay, no, we're fine. Oh, I've placed down the wrong word. Hold up. The wrong word. English. What's everyone up to today? Because it's one of our early day streams again. So, like the time zones and everything, we haven't done one. Okay, here we go. Right, so that's kind of figured out. Let's do this. Same map. You have a 5070 and a Ryzen 5. Okay, your graphics card-wise, you'll be fine, because I'm running a 4070 Ti. I'm not as familiar with AMD's things, because I run an Intel chip. So if anything, your CPU might be the one that eventually gives way when the city gets too big. But graphics-wise, you should be fine. And 32 gigs of RAM, I've got that amount as well. Ryzen 5. Okay, let me just quickly do a Google to see what the or like equivalent of that is for Intel. I feel like you should be okay, maybe, versus Intel. What does it compare to? An Intel i5 14600. Okay, so you should be generally okay. Like, you might have to run at medium settings. But I feel like you'll be fine, because my settings here are, like, all on high. So I've got room to, like, lower it from here at, based on, like, what you're saying. So, the way this game works, if you're considering getting this game, right, just in general, the graphics is one thing, but this game is actually more CPU intensive than GPU, because your computer basically needs to compute all of the citizens and things that are moving around the city, right? And apparently in this game, they literally simulate every single citizen. So, when I was looking on the Reddit page of this game, most people say that their city can run up to about like 100,000-200,000 people before it starts to noticeably bog down. I feel the same with mine, is that like once my cities hit about 200,000-ish, I can feel a slowdown, but my game still runs. So it's just something you have to be okay with when you play this game, is that as your city grows and grows, your game will slow down and the simulation will slow down, but the game still runs. You can run City Skylines 1 on high. Okay, you should be okay then. Mine was all on high as well, and I was running with mods. So, and we know how, if you've played City Skylines 1 with mods and stuff, how the game, like the frame rate drops to like 5 or 6, but it still runs. You should be fine. How long have you been playing City Skylines 1 for though? Oh god, we've got crimes and stuff. Yikes. Okay, now let's work on this area a bit, shall we? I might actually... What do we have unlocked at the moment? We don't have colleges or things yet. I think I have to upgrade that myself. I do have to upgrade that myself. Okay. Maybe not yet, but I'm gonna leave a space in this city for potentially a college. So that will maybe be like this area. So... Okay, now this is a larger area, so I haven't really decided how I'm connecting up this part of the road. That's why I'm just like looking at it at the moment. Been playing City Skylines 1 for 5 years, that's a long time. That's a long time. City Skylines 1 was such a good game. I need to check how many hours I put into that. Let's see, Steam, City Skylines 1. I played... Not a lot actually. 1,819 hours in City Skylines 1. Which is fun. Yeah, I did place on the wrong one. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm thinking when it comes to a college, right? Oh, I can't even see what the size of the thing is. Technical University. Let me see. I think I'm gonna break it up to like 1/3, 2/3 sort of situation. And we'll do this. I might have a roundabout somewhere, just so that we can have like a housing area over here. Like off to the side of the college. Okay, and then we'll just do a casual bit of expansion in this direction. Actually wait, let's do... Okay. You have all the mods in City Skylines 1. Oh my gosh, your computer will be fine then. As long as... If it can run all of those, you're good. And then they add the subscriptions, or like the DLCs. I didn't really feel like... I think of all the DLCs they did add to City Skylines 1, the one that I was like, ooh, okay, not bad, was Mass Transit. And that's it. Like, I focused so much more on mods because the whole community of the modding and stuff in City Skylines 1 was amazing. Like, all of the custom vehicles, custom buildings you could get, was so good. And like, we obviously don't have that yet when it comes to City Skylines 2, but at the moment, I'm still enjoying like what comes by default in the game, and with all of the region packs and things. So, like, I feel there's still a lot to do in this game before I get too bored of like not having those things, you know? Medium row housing. Should I do that? Maybe let's do that. Sorry, abandoning houses. My bad. Let's do... Actually, maybe let's do... So get rid of this. And medium density housing. There we go. So we've got one larger building here. So we've got a housing development over here. Oh, also, and since we've done up our little loop like this, I will now do up a second bus line. What fun. So, okay, over here. Let's see. Okay, I guess we will connect it up this way. You played a lot of Total War. Oh, I've never played that game. Is it an intense game as well when it comes to running, like, performance-wise? I think the fun about, like, seeing everyone play their different things, because I used to stream on Twitch, and then like I kind of fell off it, and recently we've rediscovered the world of streams and everyone playing their different games, is that everyone has their own like unique games that they enjoy. And it's so cool to see the differences in everyone's like what they enjoy and what they play. Okay, so that should be good, I think. Fingers crossed. I'll do the same thing, so we're gonna have the bus line here. And bus stop, bus shelter. Which direction are we going? So we're gonna go this way. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've created another loop. And I am going to do the same thing with this loop. I do want both bus lines to kind of serve our community industrial area. Commercial industrial area. So, placing down a second bus line. Going to start from here, go here. And then we're going to turn this way. And, oh, did I not place down in the buses, the stops in this line? Okay, we're just going to go past it. That's the good thing about the way this game works, is that you can just adjust it later. Okay, and then I'm going to place down our missing shelters over here, and then just place them here. Total War is heavy when you've got 20,000 units fighting. Oh, is it like a... It's not like a turn-based thing. I'm guessing it's like a... Let's look at Steam so I get some context. Total War. Let's take a look. Total War. Hold up, it says Warhammer. Is this the thing that Benny's talking about? Oh, okay, yeah, it's like a strategy kind of turn-based game. Interesting. Yeah, I can see how this sort of game bogs down. Because it's so many... Like, there's so many little sprites that it needs to deal with. Okay, on the subject, we've got two bus lines now, right? And what I'm gonna do, you may notice right now both are blue. As you develop your network further, this might get very confusing. So what I can do is, if we go into the transportation overview again at the bottom right, and then, do we see how we've got colors over here? So we can change them actually. So if I click on this, you can just do like, let's do colors of the rainbow, why not? So we've got red. We've got, and then let's do orange. Okay, and then how are we doing for the number of buses? I think 6 should be okay. So now you can see it's so much easier to see, right? And then when they overlap, they kind of like do this, so you can still sort of see it. Not the best, but if you need to, you can actually click on this eye, so it hides like bus lines that you don't want to see. Just for viewing purposes, if you will. I think we all seem to have a similar type of game, so Total War and CS seems like management games. I guess in a sense, a lot of games are management games. It's just like, what are we managing? Like, if I think about it, it does feel like a lot of what I play are kind of those kind. Because I enjoy things like Roller Coaster Tycoon, this sort of game, where it's a mix of design, but also managing what you've designed. Because Minecraft isn't really management, if you will, but that idea of you need to handle all the different things that run in your city, but also you still need to build.
Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
Thank you, Jay.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that...
How many times are they going to say we have a housing crisis in this city? We don't! We don't have a housing crisis. Okay, we actually do. Like, we probably really do. But we'll pretend that we don't. Okay. I would say you have eclectic taste. Define eclectic taste. Now I'm concerned. Okay. So I'm planning out of like our green spaces again. So we're gonna have this. We can have some shops here. Stellaris, and you like HOI. Well, let's hold up. HOI 4. HOI? What is that? What's the long form of that game? Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got mixed housing people. I forgot about that. So, mixed housing. Where can we put mixed housing? Basically, in City Skylines 2, this is one bonus thing on top of like the previous game, is that you can place down zones that have both commercial and apartments. So, for example, mixed housing here, we've got commercial spaces on the ground floor, and then we've got houses on the top. So if I place it, let's say, where would be a good place? Let's say here. Okay. So once they're built, you will see what I mean, and they will serve as both shops and residential. Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, Hearts of Iron 4. There we go, thank you. This looks like it's a turn-based thing as well. Oh, it is. It kind of looks like Civilization or something. Whoa, okay, I'm looking at the mind map thing. I'm like, I wouldn't know where to start with this. Interesting. The one very, very old school kind of this sort of strategy game that I've ever played is a game called Fate of the Dragon. It's based on the whole like traditional Chinese empire sort of situation. So you have like a town and you have to go and build up your town and then conquer other towns. Yeah, and that's actually the one game that I've ever tried that was that style. I don't know, every other game I've not tried because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But I like every time I think about that concern nowadays, I'm reminded of how I played Marvel Spider-Man, like the original one. Not original, as in like, you know, the PS4 version. And I blasted through that game. I played it in like 2 weeks straight when I first got this computer. It was amazing, and it's not really the kind of game I normally play. So now whenever I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play this game, I think to myself how potentially I might be losing out on like playing a game I enjoy because of it. Hello, well done. Welcome in. Welcome to more cities. Look at this, a normal stream time for you. Okay, crossing, there we go. Right, we've already got quite a bit of traffic here. Why? Okay, I'm gonna do my little trick of breaking up the road so that the front bit doesn't have parking. And so we're gonna do this and this. There we go. So at least the turning area, there's no parking in the way. Sorry, houses. There. Don't think you've seen. Oh, they saw it last stream. They discovered it. So that was kind of funny. Okay, let's place down some trees as well while we're doing this. Where is it? But I mean, we can always see it more than once when it comes to this sort of thing. Oak, oak, oak. There we go. Oh, that's the one thing I have to still get used to when it comes to this game. Is that... Oh, like, not this game, but the playing vanilla, is that you can't overlap trees. Okay. Put some spruce trees down as well. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this area is gonna be like the fancy, next to the good school kind of area. You know, every city has that. And then this plot can be the college, I guess. Which we'll reserve for the time being, so I won't really like fully develop it. This little section can be something else as well. Ooh. And then let's check in on our buses. It's almost gonna be the morning rush hour for us. So how are our buses doing? I don't see a single orange bus. Where are our orange buses? Orange bus. Okay, here we go. We've got an okay amount of demand so far for a nighttime shift. All of my buses are unfortunately bunched up though. So okay, we will observe. I'm gonna save first. Punderland 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna fast forward. We're gonna hit 6 AM in game, and then we're gonna observe our traffic. So let's see if what we've added with the bus lines and things have helped this stretch. There is still so much traffic coming in though. Some of it's for moving in. But yeah, slightly concerned. I think once we settle this test for the traffic as well, I kind of want to redo a bit of the commercial area. I don't like this bend. It's too dramatic. Okay, so you can see lots of people moving in. Everything's flowing fine. I'm being very nitpicky about the traffic flow while the city is small, because it may not look like there are many jams, but I want it to be rectified and like solved as much as possible before we build any more. Because once you build up and then your traffic becomes an issue, you usually won't have space to like fix it. So while we have lots of space, I want to be able to fix it. You're actually looking at it thinking it looks really good, like this curvy thing. I'm not sure, because if you imagine you're driving here, this is a very dramatic... Ooh, look at that, look at the sun. It's a very dramatic turn. So maybe I'll like soften it a bit. So instead of it turning this way, it will just like turn and go as a straight line. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, we've got some like slightly more crowded buses now. Moment of truth, traffic, it's 6 AM, May rush hour commence. Okay, and then we're just gonna watch it in real time, speed 1. Let's see. Okay, so while we are waiting for the traffic to build up, these are the mixed housing. We've got... So you can see when you click on these, they show both your medium density housing people, so all of these families, as well as a shop that's below it. So for example, this one sells Dining Fine, is a restaurant, I guess. And this one sells electronics. So that's lovely. And actually, speaking of lovely, let us... the little park here. Why not? Oh, actually, wait. Pause. We don't have parking in this area, so let's maybe do some of that as well. There we go. Oh. Ta-da. Okay, so we've got parking. So that area is parking. And then we've got... Okay. So just a simple area for now. Maybe the trees as well. It looks so barren, but it's because I haven't added anything to it. Oh, we could add a gazebo. That's quite cute. It's like a gazebo in the area. And we've got just like random benches. So I'm placing it on the benches first. And then we'll go in and add paths, I guess. There we go. So leading up to the gazebo area. Uh-oh, bye gazebo, sorry. There. Oh, that's not the best connection. It's okay, we'll ignore it. No one saw anything. So a gazebo can be here. Then we've got... Ooh. A food cart, why not? Just in the area. And a kiosk? Why not? Just in this area. And I want to place some more trees. Okay. Sam missed it. What did we miss, Sam? I missed it too, because I don't know what we're missing. By the way, for those of you granny viewers out there, today, because I looked back at her VOD, and she says she's planning on streaming, but late. So, my plan was to stream at least until she goes live, and then we can like maybe say hi to her. So if anyone sees her start going live, just let me know. So that I know that she is actually going live. Oh, I haven't used this tool in the series, so let me just quickly explain. So, when you're placing down trees, what we've been doing so far is placing them one by one, right? There are other tools here in case you haven't explored them. So this one's the line tool, and it means that you can place down bushes like this. So if I decrease the distance, we can create something like this, which is fun. These sort of came from mods, actually. Like in City Skylines 1, people came up with stuff like this, and I'm glad that they've added it to this game. I heard you say no one saw that. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't remember what anyone's, like what we're, oh, this thing. Well, just letting everyone know that that happened. It's okay, it's a key feature of this park, let's just say. Okay, so it's 7:24, how's traffic? Okay, so far so good. People are using this road, so I think it has made a difference when it comes to spreading out the traffic. Buses? How are we doing with buses? They're actually quite empty. Like 4? How's red? Maybe we have too many buses. 6, 1. Okay, we'll leave it for a day to observe. Maybe the evening rush hour will be worse. But so far I'm glad that nothing's happening. Okay.
You're tuned into Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow old.
A housing shortage is driving up prices.
And
We don't have a housing
the
shortage.
story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Okay. The one mod I might add to our playthrough after a few episodes might be the disable ads thing. Because I think once we start hearing this like 20 times, we're gonna be sick of it. So, but we'll leave it for like today, at least for a while more. Okay, 8 AM, Yeah, there's really like not much traffic. I think we've alleviated the issue. Which is good. Very good. Okay. Since that has basically fixed our traffic, let me now fix this area, the commercial area, a bit. So I'm gonna... Sorry everyone, just gonna delete everything. We're gonna start from scratch. Because I don't like that curve. Sorry. Okay, and our bus stops are gonna destroy it, get destroyed as well. So, you may notice this. Pathfinding failed, right? Because we've gotten rid of the road that had the bus thing. So this is what it's gonna look like while we build, okay? Is that the node is still gonna be there. But the dotted line means that something is broken in this area. Okay, so... to fix that, you need to actually just place down a new set of roads and stuff. So I'm going to quickly just start building our new commercial area. Did good, thank you. How are we with our new map? Are we doing good as well? Hopefully. Okay, there we go. I prefer this. And I think now what we can add is a little like bus interchange area. So I'm gonna do like here. A roundabout. Not great. Do we want pictures of this not great situation? Okay, and then I'm gonna add a small bus station over here. Let's do this. Right. And then, are we still here by the way? My stream has, like the stream studio feed has buffered. I still see myself live on my phone though. So I'm wondering if it's just that window. We've not dropped any frames, so... hopefully, nothing bad has happened. Oh no, why? Okay. Okay, so that should mostly handle our issues. And let me think how we're gonna coordinate this now. I think we will have a bus stop. Where would be a good place to put it? Okay, let me connect the original one first, just so that we can... Bus line 1? How many stops do we have? Bus line 1... Is it 4? It's 3, okay. Bus line 1... Can I add another one, please? Extra platforms, there we go. And then... while we're at it, just add extra services. Because we are in the middle of nowhere at the moment, so... And then, bus stop shelter... not bus stop shelter. Let's move the orange one in. And in. So see, that's how we fixed our bus, like, stops situation. I'm gonna place you here, I think. Okay. So that's the new commercial layout. I'm gonna put some low density business here. And I won't fill up all of the space for now. I just want to have enough shops. Oh, actually not there. There we go. Okay, so just like this. So that should be going. We're gonna add some trees. Trees. And there's a little like, this could be also a park, but for now I'm not gonna fill it with anything. Ooh, okay, traffic's building in our new area. Hold up, this bit's a bit, I've made it a bit wonky, let's fix it. Okay. What's happening here? Something's gone a bit weird with this, like, specific turn. Let's fix it. You love that you take the time to add trees. It helps a lot because otherwise everything just feels very, I don't know, like too built up. Like, I feel like the trees are one of the easier ways to make us, like, detailing a thing in this game. Oh, I know what we need to add. Parking. Because this is a commercial area, you do need parking. So let's do small, long parking lot, maybe. There. So we've got one there. And one here. Okay, so 2 forms of parking. And then we've got... So that way people don't actually park on the main roads. There. So speed this up, let it run a bit. Hopefully that resolves the issues. Oh, we've got lots of people actually coming to the bus stop. Can I give it like more pedestrian options? I think I can. Okay. Just adding to the fun, why not? And I think what we could also do is cut through here. I know that doesn't really... Like, that bit of road doesn't make sense. Oh! Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but I guess that works. And then more trees, more trees. By popular demand, trees. Where was the other one? Here. Okay. So, see? Much better. Looks so much more like a smooth curve, like an integrated part of the layout, rather than that random curve thing that we had earlier. Oh my gosh, okay. But yeah, so this area I would say is pretty much settled for a commercial area. Sets us up for potentially expanding another direction as well. We've got 4,650 people in this city now. Let's actually take a look. Okay, so we've not looked at this view so far in our series, but if you go into city statistics here, it's very near the transport overview button. It's these bars over here. We open this. Ta-da! We can take a look at everything that has been happening in our city so far. Okay, so money-wise, we've been going up and down because each time we unlock new things, they give us more money. The key thing is... Do we have... okay, our income's been going up because of taxes. That's good. Expenses has been going up. The thing is... I don't think there's a view that shows us the actual, like, profit thing. So we'll have to look at that here. Crime rate has been stable, I will say. Education, we've got... Okay, we've got like a lot of people. Poorly educated citizens. We might have to check on our schools in that situation. Oh, we've got posts now. I forgot about that. Okay, we need to fix that. Public transport, we've got... Holy cow, what's happening here? Truck cargo. Oh, okay. Citizens is the key one. Look at how our city has been growing. It has gone from 0 to almost 5,000 people. How's our homeless situation? Okay, we've got 5 homeless. Age, happiness. Okay, our happiness has been quite okay. Like, we're hovering around this area. Population growth. Yeah, so there's a lot of things you can see here. Right, post office, that's a good point. Let us actually place it. So, communications is an important part of this game as well. That didn't exist in City Skylines 1, I think. So you've got post office, small post office, all of these things. I'm actually going to go in and put a normal size post office right away, because we've got space for it. Right, so there's 2 categories of communications. We've got post, so letters, parcels, and mail. We also got telecoms. So all of us with poor net situations with streams, pay attention. This is what our telco should be doing. You start with a radio mast, and this provides internet. So if I place you, let's say, here, ta-da, and then now it shows you like basically that whole area now has internet. So I'm sorry if you live in the outskirts of fancy school area, but you won't have the best internet connection, but it will do for now. It will do for now. Okay, I'm actually gonna place down the playground, I think. Snapping. There you go. And what's this? Urban Pocket Park.
Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes.
Okay.
Don't touch that dial.
A housing shortage is driving
We
up prices.
don't have a housing shortage, please. Okay, we can actually afford to build more houses now, I think, because now that we've like built up our... It looks stable, our traffic seems good. I might actually start building this area. The only thing for me is that there are a lot of trees here that I kind of don't want to get rid of. So I might just reserve like this section of the forest, and then like the rest of it we build around. But because of that, let's try and build it properly. Okay, so this can become like a park in the middle of the city. Not even the city, the neighborhood even. Okay, 90 degrees. Right. See, so now we can develop around this stretch. I think that makes it... So at least we can still... Like, that's the kind of reality of balancing conservation with building. Which is something that always gets brought up in Singapore, because it's like, we're such a small island, and then there's always the whole issue of, oh, we need to build, but where do we put stuff? And so, like, these recently, like, you can definitely tell that people are paying more attention to, making sure that when we build, there's at least consideration given to the environment before they build, which is nice. Give them some internet so they can subscribe. Oh my gosh, and just like witness their city being built in real time. That would be kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna put a roundabout here. A striped roundabout with a flower bed, how cute. Okay. I'm realizing that so many things need to be unlocked, like, on my own. I don't actually have to wait for the game to do it for me. So I probably should. Okay, and then we can go in here. Actually, even just a single road here kind of covers the entire area. There we go. Okay, perfect. So a new housing area. Look at this, we're actually resolving our housing woes. Place, 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 place. So this whole section can have houses. That one can be... What did we plan on having here? This can be row housing. Row housing. Okay, medium density housing maybe? Nah, let's keep it to row housing. Okay, and then we can have... Oh, we can have one mixed housing, I guess, here. So there will be at least shops in the area. And... low rent housing, we should put something. Let's see where we can put it. Do we have space in this area? I think I'm gonna give you some... Oh, because I don't want to use up all of my squares right away. Like, I want to keep some. Can you hit some low rent housing? Do I want to put you there? What's this? Medium. Okay. I think what I can do to fix this lack of squares is actually to extend a road. Then cul-de-sac it with a tree. Okay, that's gonna be our low rent area. Here. Off you go. Build, build. And you'll need a connection as well, so there we go. Have fun in your new house. Oh, actually, we can fit more. Here we go. Have another one. And over here, I'm gonna do the same thing of I don't want parking to start straight away, so break it up. Change it to road. Same thing here. Break up the road. Change it to a white sidewalk. Delete. Okay. There we go. Oh, I quite like that. There's like the nice forest area now. I think this one... I like that they called it Forest Street as well. That's so cute. Right. But it won't go... Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, fine. It will go. It will just go straight. That's okay. Here. And you will continue to be called Forest Street, I think. Forest Street. And we're gonna put some large, mature... Ooh, that's a... Is that too much? Yeah, that's too much. Okay. Let's do... Pine... That's... Can I space out these things? This is ridiculous. Like, that's too much. Spruce? I will go spruce. That was too many, although it makes sense for the area. But still. Okay, so... That's settled, and then we've got this area. Manor Street. What was I doing with this area? Like this? Okay. You like spruce? This one? Okay, we're gonna keep it. I've always thought about like what's my favorite type of tree. Because we don't have many options. Like all of our trees here are the tropical kind of like greenery here is always a very specific. Okay, you either got the rainforest ones, which is fine. Like those I'm okay with, or you've got that very like bright, almost yellowish green kind of greenery that I don't know. I prefer the kind of grayish green. Like, I always visualize the idea of going to a pine forest or something, and like that atmosphere of that must be crazy. And I still really want to visit one day. So, oh, okay, our high school apparently is running out of capacity, so I might actually upgrade our high school. Or how many do we have? We've got 646. Okay, we could open our other high school. That's another option. So at least it's spread out across town. So what I might do is college over here. I'm gonna move you here. Hold up. You have extension wings, right? Okay, yes. And switch you on. Okay, and then for you, I'm gonna move you over to this block. And I will put you here with the intention of, in future, we could put the larger high school, which you can see straight away, like it takes up this entire area. So I want to reserve this space as potentially an expansion point. Oh, there's like forestry in this area as well. Maybe that has to be a park. Okay, hold on. If I break it up again, so we can keep some of it. Like, I say this has to be a park, as in, like, it's not a rule in this game, by the way. It's just that I'm choosing to, like, try and preserve the existing greenery. You don't have to do that. You can bulldoze it, you can get rid of it. Like, just to clarify. Okay. And actually, we've been doing very well without having to expand out. Like, we're reaching the limits here. And we've got 14 blocks to do. Okay, maybe I will unlock some. Like this much, let's say. So that's 13 of our blocks. Okay, maybe not 13. Okay, purchase. So that way, it's more for my planning. I want to plan out where my major roads are going. Okay, so I'm going to do one of the arcs again. Which way did we turn? So I'm going to do 400... 400 and destroy most of it. Straight line this way. 200. There we go. Okay, so that's where my next major road's gonna come, like, go. Ooh, we've unlocked our rail connection. I just realized. Okay, I just realized. Ha ha ha. Okay, so I think this is perfect because we can start to kind of plan and forecast where our train station can go. So this gives us a new connection for people coming in and out of the city. Progression node train. Okay, so this one, we can go in to our development area and unlock it. So we've got trains. We can do unlock. You know what? We're all about like transport here. So I'm going to just do unlock all. Unlock the trams, unlock the subways. Okay, we've got all of the trains.
Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
If you say housing again.
And on to our main.
Okay, good. It's just a commercial thing.
A housing shortage.
I gave you new houses. Okay, so we've got all of our train things unlocked now. Right, train. Why do I need to unlock more things? Grand Village, train tracks, rail... Oh, okay, we just placed down a rail yard. That's fine. Okay, our rail yard... Okay, I'm just gonna place it somewhere temporarily just so I can, like, see my options. There's so much in this game. There is! This is not, like, Sims 4. where it's like people complain that there isn't anything. There is actually a lot. It's just that compared to what people expected of this game, like fine, I get that maybe they would have preferred more. But still, it's a lot. Right. My gosh, wait, I need to... Okay, because I'm being mindful that I don't want the train station to be directly on a main road, but it's still gonna be like a major area. So what I might do is like draw out this line first. So this is more for planning. I just want to know roughly where I'm gonna put my station. So if it's like this, right? Let me get rid of this rail yard. Okay, and we're gonna do our first bit of like bridge over rail sort of situation here. So assuming that my tracks are gonna keep going this way and then we can connect up onto that island, right, or something. I'm gonna extend the double train track in, let's just go 600 meters in this direction. Just all of it's fine. Okay. We're gonna go... Oh, also, sorry. If you hear, like, wind and stuff, my air purifier has gone on. It always goes on at this time of the day. Let's turn it down. Okay. It's right under my table as well. I moved it. It didn't used to be there. I don't actually need that many platforms, I realized. But it's okay. It's more like it's a bypass sort of situation. So 200 of each. And then what I might do is, let's just see. Okay. Over here, because that's a straight line, right? Might be good for the train tracks. So, but what I will do is actually maybe sink it down. Let's try what terrain looks like when it's -10. Ooh. Okay, okay. Interesting development here. So, if you do a -10 elevation, the train tracks are not technically fully underground yet, but they're sunken in. So that could potentially allow for... I hope this works in vanilla City Skylines. Let's try. 6 lane. Does it work? It looks a bit weird, but... Oh no, and now you can't like actually bulldoze it. Hold up. We can fix it. So if I go to the lowest one, we increase it by 5. That's too... Okay, I guess that's not... It doesn't look that slanted in the inn, like all things considered. Oh, actually, wait, no, we're fine. Because that's just what it looks like in the interface. If I do it the normal way, and just go over the tracks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that works. That works. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, and then we can have... so, we can have a train track that goes in, like, this direction, generally. So that whatever development here gets some trains. We can also get, like, a track that goes this way. So... that both sides get options to connect to the rail in the future. Right, and then I'm gonna do 400 meters. Okay, so this area might have a bit of adjusting to do as well when it comes to eventually connecting up. But yeah, so we just do... Let's do another... Oh, 600 will do, I guess. 600. And then we start to... I might actually pull this back a bit. Here we go here. Right, so the track is gonna turn this way, and then we're gonna have... This is the fun part of, like, when you can actually start building all of your networks and things. Okay. $140. There we go. Not the smoothest connection, but we'll make do. Actually, wait, let me see if there's a better way to do that connection. Maybe like that. Could be better, could be worse. Oh my gosh, wait, no, we've got two options for... Okay, hold up. We could do... What was it? 240? Like that. So you've got a connection there. Which can also connect this way. Okay, so it's like you can have a train station service that goes from here in this direction. Okay, this is good. And actually, what I might do is, instead of continuing here, because this I foresee being like a major district, we've got more density here, the train station can actually stop here. Or actually, maybe not directly in the... because I'm mindful that we've got subway... We've got a subway option as well, so I don't want it to be like right in the city. Like a train station can be like there, I guess. So if we keep it going, and 400, right? 400, there we go. Keep it going. And then here we'll have a medium train station that stops this way. Ta-da! So that way you have still some sort of a connection to the train station. And ooh. Let me see, hold up. $200 like this. Okay. Over the trains. Back down. And then the road kind of keeps going. Ta-da! Okay. It's actually so satisfying to watch me. I think we've reached the fun part of building here. I'm mindful that I'm building the way I usually do, and I've just noticed that we've lost like half of our money. So I might have to stop. But at least so that it's functional, what I'm gonna do is... because I think now the priority is we actually need to manage and like run this game to get a bit of income now. So I'm gonna at least just connect you up first so that we can run a train service, right? So I'm gonna switch you off first so that you're not losing us too much money. And this station can now connect to the outside world. So we've got the passenger railway line tool, same concept as before. Oh, actually, wait, we don't have our rail yard yet. Oh, how much was it? 150,000. I always end up just putting rail yards like in a temporary place that I always claim is going to be temporary and then never ends up being temporary. So for now, our temporary location will be there. Okay, so let's go here. And then... okay, so the way depots work when it comes to rail is that you do need to connect up all of these like tracks, okay? So if you don't do it, it doesn't spawn. But from my understanding, you don't actually need to connect every single one for it to start functioning. So let me just test. See, there we go. So we've got 2 connections, I think. That should be enough for the time being. Uh-oh, we've messed up. Curve too tight. Oh, okay, I guess we'll just do... We'll go with this first. curve too tight. That is a warning that I don't normally get in my game when I play like modern. Okay, so ooh, it's our first we don't have enough money warning when it comes to all of these things. No track connection. It's okay, we can deal with that. Right, so I'm gonna connect up the train station with the outside world. So passenger rail line tool, and then same concept as the bus. We're gonna start with one of the platforms. New route, new route. And what I'm gonna do is go all the way outside to, do we see how we have rail connections on the outside of the map, like the edges? So we've got Leechburg and Winchelsea. Oh, I actually quite like those names. Okay, so I'm gonna do Leechburg as one service. Complete route. There we go. And then on the other platform, we're gonna go all the way to Winchelsea. I prefer Winchelsea over Leechburg. Okay, there we go. So we've got the two train lines, the regional train lines, if you will. I'm getting buffering, but I think it's from my end. I think so too. My side's okay. We've had no drop frames today, by the way. So I'm trying the backup ingest server. So I'm wondering if it's cause of that. Okay, so that connects up. I'm gonna call this is Beechwood Creek. So Beechwood Creek train station. Okay, and then let's see if it generates our trains. Let's see if our train yard works.
Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and
because I might have placed it at the wrong. Okay, yes, we have trains.
Tonight we are doing a musical.
Are you gonna move?
Of
Okay, perfect.
Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi. Be our guide.
So I was just like gulping down my coffee. Okay, look! The trains are moving! It's going underground. Okay, and I'm thinking that this whole section can become like a rail side green corridor. So we'll have trees, we'll have like walkways. So it'll be like a little park for the city. Okay, let's see if this brings people in as well. When it comes to new residents and whether it helps alleviate traffic for us. Because sometimes the moving in traffic actually causes the issue. Okay, what a scam for all of those who came in like based on the thumbnail being like, oh traffic, oh jams. There has not really been any, although it's almost the evening rush hour, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Population increased, everything's good. Okay, hold up, save. saving. 2-1. Okay. Off we go, trains. Let's see if there's anyone. So at the moment, Winchelsea has 5 people waiting for a train. Pulled you up on the phone. On the new phone? On the fancy new phone. Train line 2. 18 kilometers. Okay, I feel like 2 trains for that route is okay. What fun! Oh my gosh, look at that. Like, I like how the train line is kind of now a part of the city as well in terms of the layout. Okay, cool. The train yard will definitely need to move. Like, that shouldn't be its final position. Okay. Right. Oh, I've just been sent something about Dinkum. There's been like lots of... Ooh! Sorry, I'm just like browsing through all of the little bug fixes and stuff. Okay, no, it's okay. We'll leave that for the actual Dinkum reveal. Thank you to... I'm just gonna say it. Thank you, Sam, for sending that. Okay, we're gonna speed up the train just so I can see how many people actually board in the end. 15 people. 15. Uh-oh, there goes our train. It's gonna come back with our passengers. Lovely. Okay, so that's a good start. We've got 17 people who would have come in on a car, like via car. So that kind of helps with our situation. Reading patch, those steps added too. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we'll read it at the end. How is what was it? Leechburg going with the 26. Okay, we're getting about the same number of passengers here when it comes to new residents. So our temporary train station route will have to like be done up properly in the future, but for now this will work. Okay, and schools wise, how are we doing? So that now that both schools are operating, 81, okay, we're fine. I think our elementary school will be having issues at this point. Where is it? Here, we've got too many students, yeah. Right. Okay, how do we fix this? Let's see. Do I want to put another elementary school? I think I do actually. Right now we've only got... Oh no, we've got 2. 400, 400. Okay. What I might do is... Sorry to the officers here. I'm gonna close you down and move you across the road over here. And then what we'll do instead is... How large is the normal sized elementary school? City elementary school? It's a bit big. Okay, we're gonna use the existing one. That's fine. Move. Without snapping. And then, what's this? Gymnasium. Extension wing. Oh, can I? Okay, good. We cannot snap. So, when you do the normal like, upgrading of buildings, right, you may notice that it's snapping to the building. You can actually switch it off so that you can place it anywhere you want. So, for example, in this case, that's actually very useful. Because I can actually place it down, hopefully, at the back here. As opposed to what they were suggesting, which wouldn't have worked. Okay, paste. There you go. So now we've got 500 citizens. Can we place down one more? Oh, we can. We can. Okay, maybe we can get it to 600 then. Invalid shape. Invalid shape. No. Okay. There we go. We've got 600 people in this elementary school. The gymnasium won't fit, unfortunately, no matter what we do. So I'm gonna leave it in this case. But yeah, so now our school has 600 students. So that's good. Oh, we've got traffic's building, everyone. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for what happens next. Bus-wise, okay, the buses are actually really quite empty. I might be able to reduce the number. So right now we've got 6. If we drop it down to 5, let's see what happens. Because I'm mindful that right now we actually need to pivot from just full-on building to like actually trying to generate an income. So what I might do is let's go into here, right? So economy right now, we've got our taxes are not really covering everything right now, and I think we're not doing bad enough because we're not getting any government subsidies. Like, the game used to give that very generously, and I don't know why it's not doing that anymore. So, but yeah, so taxation, let's look. 116, services. What I might do for now is I'm actually gonna turn down some of these services based on what we don't need, right? So electricity is actually giving us a profit because we're generating more than we're using, so we're selling off excess electricity to the outside world. Are we actually? No, we're not. We're not exporting. We're just getting fees from people paying it. Okay, but that is a mechanism in the game, is that if you generate more than you need, it will sell it. Injured, crematorium, cemeteries, police, fire. What can I turn down is the question. I'm gonna turn down roads first, for a start, to 60%. Because we've got a lot of roads, so communications, we don't really need that much for now, sorry, 70%. Transportation, ooh. We might have expanded our transport network a bit too quickly. Education and research, okay, that's the other one. Let's do it 80%, because we just expanded it, so there's excess capacity. Production-wise, we've got a surplus of grain, yes, that we did earlier. And what I'm gonna do is, so well-educated, which we don't have. What I'm gonna do is Uneducated, we're gonna turn actually down the tax rate to like give them a rebate. We're gonna get like 10, 11, 12, and 14. Okay, hopefully that gives it. So we've got variable tax income. We're gonna do 12, 12, and 12. Don't think that will make much of a difference for now, and people are gonna start saying that taxes are high. But I just want to make sure that we balance our books a bit. Oh yeah, that actually made a big difference. So as long as we're in the green for a bit, so we can generate, like, I want to build our income back to 1 million before I kind of do anything else. Also, traffic is happening. Woohoo, rebate for me. Why? This is unfair. Okay, so we've got traffic. Traffic is building. So let's see. This route actually is spreading out the traffic quite a bit. We've got like heavy traffic here. We've got traffic here. No jams so far, thankfully. And then when we look at our bus lines, red line. Oh, okay, see. So now we're starting to get people actually trying to... I wonder if they're actually trying to get home or they're just like going around places. But yeah, so you can definitely see a difference when peak hour arrives, that there's like much more activity going on. Everyone here's kind of trying to get home. So they seem to be going through the commercial road. So this area was a good call to actually add a road for. I want to add trees. This is a bit barren. Just the solution to everything. Just add trees. Ooh, actually, okay. Slight inefficiency here. There's no way for people here to make use of this bus stop. So I'm gonna add a route here so that people can walk over. So that solves the issue. Same thing here. Here, no one has a chance to actually use this bus stop either. There we go. And then we keep going with the trees. Steph also says adds rock. We have rocks actually, shall we? Shall we add some rocks? So this is the Steph far away bus stop route. We've got like a boulder. I don't know what the point of that is. We've got a whatever this is. We've got tombstones. Melvin was here. I don't think the rocks work very well without the like overlapping thing. But that, I guess, is a start. Oh. And we'll do spruce. As well as cultivated... A wildflower bush might be okay. Oh, actually, things are moving so quickly, I didn't even get a chance to look at traffic. Okay, lots of traffic, everyone! Thankfully, no holds up, like no pile-ups, I think. There's still so much highway traffic. How's the train line doing? Do we get passengers coming in? 13. 9. Okay. Some activity in the train station, but it seems like it's not fully alleviating our traffic. Okay. We'll just keep observing. It's 6 PM. This should be peak. Like peak period. While I focus on greenery. I shouldn't be building anymore. I should really be letting it make money. Oh, actually, we are making money. Okay, we're fine. So we just let it slowly, like we have to slow down our pace of development right now. While like we recoup some of our like spending. But generally speaking, we're okay. And so this is one aspect of the game that we do have to like live with, is that, and I know it's not the most interesting for stream, but you do need to let the game run sometimes and like just let it do its thing. And that's why I can spend hours in this game just like letting things run, like observing stuff. And it's very satisfying to watch. Like even when it goes wrong, it's just satisfying to watch the patterns of like, oh okay, so at this time of day, certain roads always create traffic. Which I think we've solved our traffic issues, everyone.
Updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water
We've got
shortage.
water.
Consider installing a low-flush toilet, cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement. This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few
Okay, we've heard this one before, so I'm gonna turn it down. Show me your guidelines on your website. What website?
We're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. And on to our main feature story.
There's so many ads. Shush. Okay. Right. Yes, what website are we referring to? I don't have a website. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. Wow, okay, I've not even been paying attention to... I've just been building and like just enjoying the process of building. I think this is what happened to you, right, with the Tiny Garden stream. Like when you were just building and then you just lost 4 hours and 41 minutes yesterday, by the way. And you intend to do like 12 hours, that's still like times 3. So, good luck. Which, by the way, for those of you who aren't... Like, it's probably not a thing because everyone here came from Rise side, but if you aren't following the... Why is there no sound? What? Okay, there we go. I don't know why... Oops. So it was just late. It's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Everything's fine. Oh, dearie me. Okay. I'm gonna let my city run on like triple speed for a bit. Until or if we notice anything going wrong. Meanwhile... Okay. Just gonna chill and relax. Oh, Boomtown! Boomtown. Lovely, we've got money again. You are moving ahead very nicely, thank you. Let's see what we've unlocked. So, this level's not really that interesting. We've got a heavy traffic ban, and we've got advanced pollution management. Interesting. Okay, actually, while we are like letting the city run, let's see what else we can unlock. Advanced road services. Oh, we should unlock some of these. Highways, yes, I'm gonna unlock. Intersections, yes. Roundabouts. Have I not unlocked roundabouts? Oh, the larger ones. Okay, we can unlock that. We've got 26 points to use up, everyone. Emergency battery station. I want that, that's useful. Okay. And water? Wait, can I unlock the solar power plant? I can, okay. Water treatment plant. Recirculated. Yes, I do want to unlock that actually. That saves us with pollution. Crematorium. Yes. Because... So crematorium just takes up less space than the cemetery. And you don't have to deal with it being like full. Hospital. Okay, some of these I will leave for now. Recycling center, sure. College, yes. We still have 15 points. Fire watchtower, fire station, okay. Police, we've got a, what's this? Welfare office, okay. So I'm just like skipping through a lot of this because you can kind of explore it in your own time. Large parks, got post sorting facility, telecom tower, server farm. Okay, I won't really unlock the rest for now. Okay, because I've already lost track of what I've unlocked. Maybe step 1 is that water thing. I'm gonna replace it. So it's what? Water treatment plant. Pump back into the ground pollution low, air pollution, noise pollution. Okay. I hope that by placing it near industry, we don't pollute our water. Let's test it. Okay, so I'm gonna place you here. And what do we have? Advanced filtering system increases the sewage purification rate. Extra processing unit. Okay, how much do you process? 400,000, 2,986. Water output 110,000. Oh, it does not actually output a lot of water. But what it does do is stop sewage from directly sprouting into the water. So remember when we first placed down the sewage pipes here? See, so that's treating 100,000, right? And then it also pumps out this terrible thing into the water. So we've been getting pollution all around, right? So what I can do now is get rid of this. Go underground and delete this. And so we'll stop our water from polluting the area. Because now that this thing treats the water. The difference is that when you have this, your sewage water actually generates garbage now. So you have to make sure that your garbage situation is settled. So what's this? Waste recycling unit? Okay, I might also fix our recycling thing to be, our trash situation to have the recycling center. Collects and sorts garbage to sell. Okay, so processing capacity 1,500, 100. Oh, let's just get rid of our landfill then. 1,500. It is a lot more expensive is what I will say. Oh, actually. That's 880,000. I've never thought of that when I played this game without, like, caring about money usually. Okay, we can't do it now, but I think what I will do... Garbage truck depot. We are gonna do a waste recycling unit. Processing the incoming waste and recycling what's possible lowers the ground pollution produced by the landfill site. I think that will be a good compromise. So add that to our landfill, and that reduces the ground and air pollution by 50%, which is quite a lot. So that will do for now, and we actually may not need that much, like, landfill space. But yeah, the long-term goal is to move the landfill away from, like, the city. It's just that right now... Actually, you know what? Can I move it now? I'll place you here. Ta-da! Okay. AJ, hello, welcome in. Unfortunately, it has been claimed. So feel free to claim it in another 20 hours if I'm streaming. We probably won't be streaming. But welcome in. Welcome to another episode of Vanilla City Skylines, where life is vanillaing and the flavors don't matter. Okay. AJ, the patch notes for Dinkum has just dropped. In case you haven't seen it. You can have second. I haven't set up a second command. I really should. Okay, so it's been a while since we've added more industry, so I'm gonna add some here. Just why not? Increase the number of like the whole situation. And for people who work here, I'm gonna make sure you have a way to get to your workplaces. There we go. And then we've got trees. It's still too soft. Because that reminds me, has Granny started streaming in the end? Or is she not streaming today? Let's see her channel. Okay, she hasn't said anything, so maybe her late stream's like literally late. Thank you, Sam, for the random. It's too soft, I haven't gone and fixed it. Okay, and I know this is technically an industry area, but who says we can't have trees in industry? It's literally in the name, industry. It makes sense. Okay, and then just so that it's like a nice area for people, we can have a canopy covered parquet thing, whatever this is. No idea what this is. And we can have like a square pocket park. Literally, you have more facilities here than you do in the town area. And just 2 shops, so that, like, you know, during your lunch break, you can have something to eat and things like that. Actually, let's have 5. And a crossing by extending our pathways over here. There we go. Oh, sorry. They were abandoned even before they built anything. Have fun. Okay. Our population has gone down a bit, actually. We were past 6,000. Now we are under it. So... Oh yes, okay, I did want to add this as well. So, an emergency battery situation is good when you are operating on things like wind turbines and solar and stuff. Because sometimes your electricity just doesn't generate enough and you want to be able to save it. So these huge battery banks that store electricity. And I'm going to place it here. Snap to the road. Oh, perfect. Actually, not perfect. We should have that connected to something. But it's okay. So at least, for the time being, we're going to have something that charges, hopefully. Flow 2.7. 2.4. I hope this works. Okay, it is charging, so that high voltage thing we can ignore for now. How's it affecting our pollution? So ground pollution for the landfill needs to now like mitigate and manage itself. Air pollution right now doesn't seem to be really that bad actually. Maybe our industry can stay here. One thing that can help, by the way, when it comes to air pollution is, once again, if you put trees. Okay, so we're going to use this new tool as well, the place multiple tool, to spam trees, right? So I'm going to turn it up to 100% and just like spam this section with trees. Okay, and the hope is that this will actually start to block out some of the air pollution that our industry creates so that it's like a buffer. So hopefully this area can still be used for residential and stuff without people complaining too much. Fingers crossed. Oh yes, okay, so cemetery as well. Cemetery, final resting places, death care. Crematorium, 240,000. Okay, I won't place down the rest of the things we've upgraded so far. Because once again, we are... Ooh, why is it 9,000? Services? What has gone up? Our water treatment plant has gone crazy. Okay, so has our transport. What's happening here? Oops. I think... I'm so sorry to our, like, bus lines, but I'm gonna turn you down again. So I just think... You don't really need that many buses considering that everything's empty at the moment. So I'm gonna let you run. What else can I kind of... Services, the water situation. Water treatment plant 7,902. Usage 87%. What are we using? 16,000. Oh. Small water tower. What was the other one? Pumping stations 100,000. Okay. Water output. Water output 15,000. See, the water pumping station. Maybe I should just switch off this thing. Hello, Granny. Welcome in. Granny, are we streaming today? Because I was watching the end of your VOD, and you said you might be doing a late one. So I thought just to be your, like, lead-up hype person and, like, do a stream before yours. To make up for tomorrow's stream, which I won't be doing. Okay, meanwhile, this is what our vanilla city is currently looking like. We've got a rail line, we've got, like, all sorts of things. I just think, you know what I might have to do? I'm gonna turn down the transport budget here as well. 70%. How does that affect my buses? Wow, 11. It doesn't seem to actually. Uh-oh. We've got a pileup of people trying to get to work here. Why are you up so early, all of you? Moving in, going home. Okay, your bus is here, so enjoy. Oh, hold up. We've got another one of these. Break up. Break up. Change to white sidewalks. And delete. There we go. And one here as well. One here as well. Sorry, house. There. Lovely. Cul-de-sac moment as well. Oh, we've got new ones. There we go. Any more cul-de-sacs we can add? Here. Oh, we're not gonna add that one. It's okay. I don't actually know what the difference is in this game when you add cul-de-sacs. I think it's more for visuals, because it doesn't really affect the function of the roads. Like, they all still just work as roads. They'll U-turn and stuff. I guess it looks nicer. You're doing a late stream? Okay. Lovely, lovely. Well, I look forward to seeing it. It is a good Friday when everyone's streaming. Do I have buses going? Oh, we don't have much coverage when it comes to this neighborhood at the moment. Which is not the best. And there is no easy way for them to cross over to this bus stop. Okay. We might have to... Our next order of business might have to be... Like, we can't do it now because I'm waiting for money to come in, right? But... What do we call it? Once this neighborhood builds up, I need a transport option for this section. Because right now there are no buses or anything. I'm thinking actually that... let's see. This is kind of confusing because I had a system here where I had like the major roads here and here for this section and breaking it up by here. But over here, this might not make sense by the way, it's just like I'm just gonna vocalize what I'm thinking. My major road actually is connected to the highway, so there isn't really a major road that covers this section. They're all 2 lanes, like 2 2s. Whereas here, we had a 3-3. And I'm wondering whether that's gonna be a bottleneck in the future. So unless, what I do is keep it so that this section is all low-rise, so I don't put, like, many dense builds here. So that way, it doesn't create as much traffic. So to put that into practice, I'm gonna do like 1 expansion, I think. Let's do a bit of a grid. So over here, we can have a situation where let's see how well we grid. Okay. You're going to buy City Skylines and stream it, but you got tempted by Blueprints. Blueprints? What's Blueprints? Never heard of it. City Skylines will be expensive, by the way, and don't buy the wrong one. There's 1 and 2. I saw that, what's that developer? The one that does Planet Coaster? They are having a sale? I got confused thinking that they were still the ones that developed Roller Coaster Tycoon, because that was the plan for tomorrow, is to stream that. But that publisher is different. So yeah, but Planet Coaster and all of those things are on sale in case you want to try it out. Frontier is the one, I think. That's the developer behind Planet Coaster. Okay, oh, it's morning, everyone, in the game. So we're gonna see if any new traffic developments unfold. Right. So, example of a grid that we've just created. Now, to explain again why I'm doing it this way is that typically with a grid, you might want to do it where it's, by the way, a grid tool over here. So if I click down like this, you might want to do it like this, right? Where it's, for example, main roads, here, 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 and stuff like that. The reason why I've done it the way I did is that, again, we're trying to reduce the number of junctions where possible, so that we don't, like, create bottlenecks everywhere in our city. That's why the entrances are only here. So this is like the main entrance to our grid area, and all of the inner roads have to connect back out to this one. So you need to put enough of them to justify this layout, otherwise it's not going to work. But generally speaking, I prefer building this way. Okay, so just to like further prove my point, I should have explained that a bit after, like, after developing it a bit more. But let me keep going and then we'll show you what I mean. So have like, you still need a few entrance points. So don't just do one, because that will also be a bottleneck. But don't do like 10 different entrances to your grid. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now, how much was this? 140. Okay. 140. I realize why now my build, like the tool's feeling so weird. My snapping isn't on. Okay. So there we go. So that is what I prefer to build when it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is how I prefer to build grids. And then we'll have... So that way your major avenues can run and like flow smoothly without too many stoppage points. Okay, so let's see the middle sections. We're going to do the outer two first. And then let's say the inner two. And this is where you can kind of have fun with like this. Uh-oh, wait, not here. This one should be left for commercial. Uh-oh, saving. Row housing. Okay, what happens when a traffic gets to the end of a road? A U-turn? Yes. So by default, they'll just turn around. But you can have cul-de-sacs or roundabouts that do the same purpose. It just looks nicer. So in this case, I'm gonna do all of the cul-de-sacs on these edges so that we can just see what they look like. So it looks like that, basically. The downside, again, with the whole like way this build tool works is that, annoyingly, my zoning isn't quite aligned the way that I would like. I think there is a way to fix that, it's just that I haven't really gone in and like figured out how to do it. There we go, I guess that fixes it. Fixes it? English? Okay, so build all of your low-rise. Well, actually, slight downsides of what I've just built is that this zoning is kind of weird. Like, there isn't much you can do with that area. But I guess you could place houses here. Like that. Looks like a double-ended spoon. It's what you eat the noodles with. Yeah, and that's why the roads are a mess in this area. Okay. Potentially, a potential bottleneck that I may have made with this system is that like these junctions are quite near. So what I might do is actually do an like a either or situation. So if I do this, so break it up. So that way, we don't have like a doubling up here. Actually, maybe we'll just do that. Maybe we'll just do like a turnaround sort of situation. I don't know what's happening with that cul-de-sac thing now. But we don't need it anymore, so... There we go, and then... I think we can maybe place more houses? Let's try. Kind of a broken up area. Let's try again. How many blocks in was that? 4. 4. Hopefully that's enough. 4. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We have mostly fixed it. Like, it's still a bit uneven, but we will live with that. Okay, So let's just keep building. They better not say that there's housing shortage anymore. We've been providing houses for the entire of this episode. Watch them still say it though. Okay, and then halfways out to the nearest main road. Sorry, shop. Oops.
This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next
Go.
solution, I'd like to take a
Nope.
few memento
Let's do that away
moments
from.
to elaborate on the formal structure.
Do you have to do pedestrian crossings? You can. So there are a few ways to do it. You can either do it with the pathways and then you just like draw over a road and that creates the crossing. Or if it's at a junction, I'm gonna skip past this, sorry, so it's not talking over me. Okay. So you either do it across with a pedestrian road to create the crossing, or if you're at a junction and you want to switch it on or off, there are road upgrades where you can like remove a crossing or add it. That sort of thing. Once again, I try and minimize the number of crossings along the larger road so that we don't have too much slowdown for the traffic flow. Okay, have I missed any? Let's see. Over here. Oh yeah, this one here. That all? I think that should be pretty well connected when it comes to... Oh, actually, no. These ones need a connection. I'm gonna redo this one because we don't need a doubling up of the crossings. Okay. We're gonna have a... I think that should be okay. Yeah, and then we've got like space here for shops and things. So even more shops that we can do. And I actually might even keep the center as a park or something, maybe. Or we could have schools. Do we have schools nearby? Where's our nearest school? There and there. Okay, we should be fine. So I'm gonna get rid of the grid example. And let you develop a bit. And now that we have a bit more space, we can create another bus line. Ta-da, ta-da! Okay, so I wanted to go... in a figure of 8... we have to go by the industrial... Okay, so... let's try and figure this out. So, if I... and then we do need to go and like stop through here, so it will kind of combine with one of the other bus stops. It will keep going, it will turn around over here, and then it will share one of the bus stops here, so that's fine. We will come in here. We will stop along. Here. Ooh, what's happening here? Why is there that issue? Okay, we'll skip past that stop first. And then here. Does that create the whole loop? Yeah, it does. Right, so what's happening here? Oh, now you want to work. Okay. So it's that section. Right. You work? Ta-da! Okay. So if I go in, and this will be bus line 3. So through this whole section, here, and then we go downwards towards... So one of you will have to share, unfortunately. I'm gonna do with like the orange one. Here. Then the second one. Turn you here, go here, and then we keep going this way. Ta-da! So that's bus line 3. We're gonna make it yellow. Okay. I think this is the gameplay you remember most from my old stuff, which is why you were like, City Skylines, that bus game. We only ever made it that far in that playthrough. I did a few on my old channel. They always ended at the bus part of things. Okay, we're gonna turn this down to 4. Don't think you need as many. Okay. So, I don't think there were any like major bottlenecks traffic-wise as well. Oh gosh, we're losing lots of money, everyone. Ooh, also I'm wondering, can our bus depot actually handle this many buses? 12 out of 25. Okay, we're still good. Right, off you go, buses. Off into the fun areas. Okay. So far, this is how our city is looking. I'm gonna save before we actually show that again. That's how our city is looking. I quite like it. We actually have like a east and west sort of situation happening, divided by the main road. So this section is almost like a lower rise area, and this side's more like a city area. Both sides happen to have had like a forested park that we could create, so that's quite lovely. And then we've got our industrial area, commercial area, and the farms like all the way down here. So far, this layout's making sense. We also have the train lines that will go here, downwards, and we've also turned it this way so that they keep going in this direction. Nice coverage all around, I think. Right now the issue is trying to balance the books, I think. We've been prioritizing making a good city, but now we needed to actually start covering its own costs. So, our services might need to be reduced a bit. I might actually turn down the budget of our water because we have so much capacity that we don't really need it to be like at full like percentage right now. Transport as well, like 60% is okay. Okay, and hopefully, yeah, that's dropped it down. Just if it can go into green, that would be good. Oh, don't park there, people. Don't park. Right. And what I might do, actually, is get a bit of revenue from our car parks. So I'm gonna make it 15. Where else do we have car parks? Okay, the rest are all roadside parking, I believe. I don't think I placed down any other ones. I feel like we did place down one somewhere. Here. There we go. 15. And for Beechwood Creek, what I'm going to do is start to charge for roadside parking. So we've got 10. Okay, so that section. I might actually even expand Beechwood Creek to cover up to here. It does make sense because it's like this whole area. So we've got this section and then this side. Oh no, don't do that. Right. That's always the issue in any city builder. You've got to push up the taxes. I've actually already done it. So we did a gradual staggering of taxes. So we started at 10%. And what I've done is stagger it so that we've got uneducated residents actually had a rebate in tax. And then we had it so that poorly educated is the baseline. And then educated onwards had a tax hike. I think the thing is right now, we don't have many people in this section because everyone's still kind of like growing and developing. We only have up to a high school as well. So if I look at my educated situation with our citizens, where's the see, so we've got, okay, most of our citizens are actually poorly educated. Then we've got educated at 28.5%. Barely anyone is well educated or highly educated. So, that's probably why there isn't really much. You know what I might do? But it's so expensive, I really hope we can afford it. College. 750,000, that's all of our money. I can't place it down yet. Like I could, but I don't want to. Also because if you look at the eligible number of people that will go to college, that is not enough to justify spending so much money. That's like 400 people. The college can handle 10,000 people. So until it's like a few thousand, I wouldn't really want to build it up. Ooh. Our elementary school is not having enough capacity. That's not good. So let's... Hold up. Let's fix this. I don't think I have space for it, unfortunately. The elementary school might have to move, is what I'm thinking. Just for now. Okay. What I will do is connect you up here. Sorry, houses. It was nice knowing you. And I will do this. Okay, so elementary school is now going to move to this section. Over here. And the good thing is now this elementary school will have space to put a gymnasium, which is good for the well-being and health of our young ones apparently. That's what the rumors say at least, I'm not sure. And then we can also place down... Oh, we don't have enough space still. Okay, hold up. Pause. So much space that the school needs to take up. Right. Move. Overlapping items. Okay, delete this. I hope that when they give me back my services and stuff that they are like giving it back in full and I'm not just losing money each time. One would hope that that's what they're doing. Okay, there we go. Oh, really? There. Now don't you go spoiling those uneducated people, you're electing all the dictators down. It's okay. They get a free pass for now. Until we have a good political system. Right now it's just full on like anarchy. Everyone can just do what they want. Okay, hold up. Turn you around. There, so that's the school. We've got 600 people. I don't think that covers the amount of people we need. Yeah, we're still under capacity here.
You're listening to Second Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home or wherever you roam.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna...
On to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business, and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
I'm just trying to get it up to 1,000 citizens. 1,000 students that this school can take on. So many buildings! 900! Oh my gosh, I thought it would like have fixed it by now. 1,000. There we go. Okay, look at this ridiculous school. Oh my gosh. Okay, off you go. Off you go, young ones. This looks like a... it looks like a prison. It's crazy. Okay, just place down some trees, why not? Just to hide the fact that this is like a giant concentration area of students. I wouldn't recommend building in this style. Like, it's a lot... Like, you're concentrating a lot of the availability of, like, schools in this one area, which is not the best. But it will do for now. Because I'd much rather do that than place down another, like, giant school that's 100,000. That saved us quite a lot of money. So that will do. Hopefully that will alleviate 1,600. Okay, we're fine. See, we've got enough capacity now. And in fact, if I apply the same concept here, we could even fit one more, I think. No, this was the one that was like just too small. Okay, there we go. So this one has 700. That should be fine. Not enough trees though. It looks like a prison. We're just like an average school. Schools are essentially just like prison for young kids. It's like you can tell because the moment like school's over and they're let out, it's like an influx of everyone comes in. Poor things as well. They lose all of their like passion for creativity and stuff because the school systems are like, oh, conform. Also, I think this road shall not have parking. There we go. And that should be okay. So, budget-wise, we're still in the red. And, oh, it's almost evening rush hour again, so let's see what we've changed since then. Excuse me, I don't do it to my students. He does it to me, though. Does it to me. My gosh. Oh, okay, hold up. This bus service might actually need a bit more buses. Whoa, everyone's trying to... Where are we all going, people? Do we have... Where's the nearest bus? Okay, let's just see if it's over, like, if it hits full capacity. But yes, it's Mr. Partner, everyone. Hello, welcome in. Oh my gosh, it's 2 PM. This is bad. I haven't had lunch. Okay, I think... How has it already been 2.5 hours? I kind of want to keep going. Okay, I will reconsider in half an hour's time whether to keep going. But for now, the plan is to keep going. Where are you going, bus? You're not supposed to go there. Oh wait, no, okay, you are supposed to go there. It's fine. Right, 62. So I know the colors really, like, if I turn it down a bit, do we see how now, like, we can see that the bus capacity is, like, quite full? So this bus might potentially run out of capacity at some point. What are you doing, bus? Hi, Annabu. Oh my gosh. Why does the bus look like the Singapore bus? I think it's cause we're going through the colors of the rainbow. At the moment we are yellow, but the yellow isn't really yellowing. Okay, is that better? We're gonna hit green soon though, and then green's actually gonna look like the buses in Singapore. I don't have my windows open today, but I was just gonna do a like comparison. Okay, this bus is almost full. We might have to... I'm gonna observe. If this is a one-off, I will leave it. But if it keeps happening, we will have to... Oh gosh, that road's very... Ooh, the sun. That road's very steep. If it keeps happening, we'll have to add capacity. Like, see, right now this bus also looks quite full, but the one after that looks fine. So... Ooh, I really wonder whether our map here has snow. We're in fall right now, so like the temperature hasn't reached that point. Okay, are you gonna be full? Okay, no, where's everyone going? Why are you all going here? Interesting. Okay. Maybe it's because of the shops. I'm gonna give you an alternate route, everyone. Like, to your destinations. Just so that we don't have to walk the entire thing. Okay, double speed, please. That we can just observe. Okay. Our traffic seems okay. Like, there's no real major jams happening. Like, that's heavy traffic, that's for sure. Like, you can see this intersection again. But we have, I think with all the buses that we've provided, like, it's getting a lot of people out of cars and into the buses. I guess you can tell. So that should be quite good. Like, no pile-ups that we saw towards the end of last stream. Okay, keep going, bus. Yeah, I think that was probably a one-off. Like, our buses seem okay now. How's the other ones doing? We've got... Oh, surprisingly, the yellow line has the most usage right now. Red line's doing okay. Then we've got orange line. Orange line's quite quiet as well, actually. Yeah, I think this is a good balance. And we're making money! We're making money. Okay, let's recuperate some of our expense. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of traffic coming in suddenly. What's happening? Are people moving in? Transporting, going home. Ooh, okay, hold up, let's watch. Will this eventually become a traffic issue? Lots of cars. Okay, but it clears up very well. Traffic's running smooth. How is your city going, by the way, Rai? Did we end up building, or are we still on a blank map? I don't know where everyone's coming from. Like, are they just commuting out of the city because there's not enough jobs? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, hold up. So where are all these people going? Like, when they turn left, why do they turn left and then where are they going? So they turn... Like, are they all trying to get here? Maybe this road should be a 2. Okay. Yeah, no, this road's still having that turning issue that we were experiencing. Hold up, so if I'm gonna try something slightly weird, which is to actually change it back to a 6 lane. No, okay, it doesn't. 8 lane? No. 7 asymmetrical road. And then 3 lane asymmetrical road. Right, so we've got 2 turning lanes to the left and then 2 turning lanes to the right. Let's see if that fixes it. It's interesting how the evening rush hour is a lot worse than the morning one. Like, the morning rush hour does not have any traffic. Okay, come on people, turn, turn, turn. It might be also a case of people trying to cross the road here. I might remove that, actually. I'm gonna remove crossings from, like, these sections to see. I hope that helps. Like, we ran out of traffic to really be sure. I'm gonna have to wait until the next evening rush hour to tell whether or not that has helped. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this running at 3 speed. And then we'll let the city, like, generate some income while we're doing this. Okay, while we're doing this, let's take a look at the Dinkum patch notes, shall we? Where was it? What's that link that Sam sent? Okay. Now I'm gonna scan through it before I say anything in case it's like too spoilery. So in case you're still here and not wanting to be spoiled by the things. A message from James. Okay, so the update schedule is going to be 2 AM UTC time. What is that time? 2 AM. So that would be 4 hours ago. Yep, that's 10 a.m. So thank you to, I forgot who mentioned it, but someone said it earlier. Creative mode has been added. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's some good quality of life things that have come in creative mode. That will help as well. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's going to help so much with screenshots. My gosh. There is something that has been added that will allow Granny to bong her Wotsits. Oh, that's so cool. I like a little sub point that has been added. That says, now you don't have to worry about Fletch getting lost and wandering off somewhere. Oh my gosh. Interesting. New buildings. Interesting concepts. Oh, okay. They're new NPCs, but like nothing's been explained as to what they do. Oh. Oh. Okay, there's some new things that have been added to like villagers functionality. Some which I was not expecting. That's kind of interesting. So once again, I'm not going to spoil anything.
How delightful! Another letter from our erstwhile listeners. What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice. Y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself? Let's see here. Y'all got soul. Oh, yes, soul. A raison d'etre? Delicious. My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys got more funk in his pinky. But I told her that ain't funk. That's classical. Yes, indeed. That must be most exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the early explorers. Funk, by contrast, is an entirely modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay person. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cants.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. And on to our main...
Oh my gosh, there's so much talking. Shut up. Okay. We all love a bit of what's it bonging. That, I insist that needs to be on a t-shirt, Granny. Actually so gutted that they released those notes so early. Were you expecting it to be like the day before or something? Or do you feel like it's cause everyone's gonna like spoil it now for you? Okay. I actually think... Where was the end of the grid situation? Okay, I'm gonna unlock a few more tiles in this direction. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is... How much was this? 500 meters. Okay, so just roughly 500 meters. And then we're gonna have a major road. In this direction. Okay. You opened it thinking it was just patch notes. Oh no! That's not good. Crafter, do better. Okay, yeah, but like it'll be interesting to see all of those things. That's why I kind of tried my best not to actually say what the things were, because I was also mindful that I know there were people who are trying not to like see what the new features are. I don't know if Steam can do it, but you know how in Discord where you can actually spoiler free things? If they did that, that would have been nice. But oh well. Oh well. Or they could have started with the bug fixes, I guess. That might have been another way. Okay. 6-lane road, let's go in this direction. So what I'm doing now is creating a road that crosses over the highway. That doesn't actually link up. So that way, although actually, you know, at this point, there is so much road that this one probably should be an intersection. Okay, you know what? Let's just leave that there. I will do that for this road instead. So a crossover road that just goes above. Ooh, we're gonna have to move our poor little landfill situation again. Edit, what's this? Start emptying. Oh, I did not know that that was a thing. Okay. Oh. Right, so we clear up most of that space to allow for the road to connect. And then the battery station needs to move as well. Gonna place you in water. Why not? Why not? Right? Just place electricity right next to the thing that will kill it. We're all for logical decisions in a city. Okay. Oh gosh, speaking of logical decisions in cities, this has always bugged me in Singapore, which is that, like, and I get why, because I guess when nothing bad is happening, it makes sense, right? But our hospitals have been built in a way where it's literally in, like, a major interchange node. So, like, we've got this city, hold up. Going on tour, everyone, please hold. Let's do Google Earth. Okay. Now I guess I actually have to set up my windows. You work. Okay, where are we? Where is oh, why is everything rotated? Okay. So welcome to Singapore. Our main city center is here, right? So there is a second district that is trying to be built up as like our second central business district area called Jurong. It has what is essentially, where is it? Our hugest like overground train station. So you can see how many, talk about spaghetti here. There's like 6 different tracks, I think. So our red and green train lines interchange here, right? And then you've got all sorts of things. You've got a bus interchange, you've got like shopping, 2 different shopping malls. It used to be 3. One of them got knocked down. Where is it? This thing no longer exists. But there was a like shopping center there. This used to be called Big Box, literally. That used to be also a shopping center that has changed. And then where is that 4th shopping center? Over here. This is like a whole, what do you call it? Factory outlet shop called IMM? International Mall or something? I don't know what it stands for. And there is this, like, elevated walk that connects everything here, right? So you start from the MRT station, and then you walk through this mall, and then you can like walk through this as well. And like for some reason, as part of this link way, like it goes through the hospital, and part of me just wonders why they did that. Because if something happened that was a health crisis or something, right, wouldn't the last thing you want to happen is to have it easily spread? And it's like, if you're gonna have people walk through a hospital to get to like the shopping malls that they're trying to get to, isn't that just a recipe for disaster? That has always bugged me. So I don't know, it's like, apparently I'm overthinking it, but I just don't understand why they did that. Like, why did you need to It's one thing to have it linked to the network, because yes, you want the hospital to be convenient, right? But shouldn't it be at the edge of that linkway or something and not in the middle? Yeah, I don't know. That's how my brain thinks. And then we have another like major, where is it? Our actual general hospital here. This one's not as bad, but it is linked to a 3-line interchange. Which in Singapore, that's like the largest kind of MRT interchange that you get. And I also don't understand that. It's like, if someone spreads something from this hospital, you're gonna spread it to 3 lines, you're gonna spread everywhere so quickly. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but if a zombie apocalypse comes our way, don't say I didn't warn you. Looks just like your city Skylines builds, does it? I feel like maybe that's where I'm getting my inspirations from. Like, that's where it's coming from. Corporate says they're the same picture. Very practical if you get sick mid-walk. That's true, that's true. It's also very practical for zombies to spread. Like, they don't even need to cross a road. And that would be the one way that we can survive in this crisis. They can take the trains. They can, like, go everywhere. I'm probably... Like, I know everyone's gonna say a fair thing, which is that Singapore's already so dense, so, like, what difference is it gonna make? But, I don't know. When you have everything that's as dense as this... Oh my gosh, it's so interesting to see sometimes. So dense. Okay, yes, but that's always crossed my mind. Like, why did they plan it in that way? Also we're gonna save. Ta-da, resume. Very practical for me because you're practically blind going for your eye appointment. Well, you can ask me to bring you. You just never do. Okay, so now we have another point of connection. I wonder if this makes a difference for the traffic situation here. Right, so I'm gonna like extend this further to here. Okay. So that way, you've got two different ways to get to the industrial now. Hopefully this alleviates some pressure here as well. The trains won't be running in a zombie apocalypse. What a shame. The poor zombies that are trying to get to work. Like, all they need to do is get to work, and then here we are just, like, not supporting their endeavors. Okay, oh, I don't like that the roads are like off balance like this. Let's try and fix this a bit. Sorry to those shops. Where was the... Oh, that's the tricky thing about this area. Hold up, let's... Sorry, you're gonna have to rebuild all of you again. There we go. Like this. And then we can get the shops back. Off you go. Here we go. Hello, Treasy. You're watching in the car on your way home. Oh my gosh. You visited people in real life today. That is an achievement. Congratulations for touching grass, as Raya said recently. Oh my goodness me. I was like, today is a holiday. I am not going out. My mom actually... So before stream, like, I woke up, I went to, like, brush my teeth and stuff. So right before I brushed my teeth, my mom was like, oh, are you doing anything today? Are you going out? And I said no, because it's a holiday. I usually go out on Fridays, but I didn't want to. Like, I was also still not really feeling the best, so I wanted to rest today. And like, she was like, oh, okay. And then I come out from the toilet after brushing my teeth and she's like, okay, so are you going out tonight? And I just like, didn't you ask me this right before I went in? So I was like, no, it's a holiday, I don't want to go out. And then I went to make my coffee. And then after I made my coffee, she was like, do you plan on going out? And I think she's trying to go out. But yeah, so I was like, no, you've asked me 2 times, I'm not going out. Because I wanted to stream. Yeah, but I just don't want to go out on a holiday in Singapore. It's just too crowded. And there's just... Like, I'm already not feeling well. The last thing I want to do is feel worse in a crowd. So yeah. But I think my takeaway is that she might want to go out. Okay, lovely. We have traffic coming in this direction again. She just wants you to leave. No, but I don't bother her. Like, I stay in my room all day. I just do my own thing. So I trust that it's not that... maybe it's the sign, everyone. It's that it's time for me to move out of the house. I think that's what she's trying to suggest. Like, you've had your fun. That's it.
This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate on the formal structure of the symphony.
Hold up. Did the radio announcer, like, it said it so many times now, but this is the first time I've noticed it. Did the radio announcer just say Memento Mori? Can I, like, go back? Let's hear it again.
This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate
It did!
on the structure of
Where's Dave?
For our new
Dave!
disabled listeners,
It's Dave. That's where he is. He's not camping, he's just taking part as, like, being a radio DJ for the day.
For entering the slower Largo movement, finally, then savoring the vivacious anti-pasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin.
Moms need alone time too, just while I was thinking maybe I should have someone special coming over. Her room's upstairs. I never bother her. So she's welcome to have people over. And anyway, whenever she does have people over, like, she just doesn't really say anything. She'll just be like, oh, the person's here. I'm just like, oh, hi, and then I just do my own thing. So... Oh, actually, okay, let us... Like, I know it's nighttime, but just to illustrate an example of how to make life easier than Spaghetti Central, let's place down a pre-existing intersection. So again, if you're playing this game, and you're trying to unlock it, you need to go into your progression area and unlock under roads intersections. Okay, so you need to like unlock enough of this to get to this point, and then this section opens up, right? So these are all the pre-built things, and you've got like all of these different things. Let me try and see. Single point interchange, roundabout interchange. I'm gonna do, what's this? Teardrop roundabout. Ooh. Teardrop roundabout. I'm gonna do this one, I think. A single point interchange. That should potentially give us a new access point for this area. I don't think he's getting our point. I'm gonna, yeah, let's just keep going with that. Okay, so if I do this, and ta-da! Right, so we've got, oh my gosh, how is this gonna work? We've got a 3-lane highway. This is gonna be confusing. Just for now, we're gonna do it this way. Right, so this is so much easier than the noodle exchange that we were doing the other day. So all you have to do is connect up lanes like this, and you have it done. So there we go. So that opens up a new access point to the highway for our city. And here we go. Okay, that was so much easier. Right, so let's do this. Oh, wrong. Done the wrong roads. This one. Okay. Entries. Why not? Mom's need special friends. How old am I? I am late 20s. I need to actually remember. 98. 27 this year? 27. Unfortunately, I live in a kind of society that means that there is no culture of having you move out yet, so I'm still stuck at home with family. Given the choice, I would have moved out by now, because I like the idea of like independent living. Not that I don't like my parents or anything, it's just that like I want to start my life, you know, and I feel like I can't in this society yet. Same as Sean. Oh, interesting. And so how does he have like knowledge of International Space Station management versus me, who struggles to remember, like, update your drivers. Like, where's the difference there? He's both 15 and 45. Oh, were you saying same as Sean as in towards, like, rise comment? My gosh. Okay. I might have created a bit of a mistake here. Or actually, okay, no. This is a solvable mistake. I'm just gonna turn this section into 6-lane roads. Uh-oh. Got one of those again. Can I just upgrade you? We can. Okay. There we go. Right, so I'm doing this for future proofing. Although I feel like at this point, I actually think we're creating too large of roads. So in the long run, we might even be able to like reduce some of these, but I just want to be sure. Like, we leave space for it first. And if we don't need it, we can always just reduce it. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a... Oh, actually no, we haven't quite connected it. This way. Gonna do 400. 400. There we go. And... Ta-da! Hold up. There. Okay. So we've got the major road network now. All done, all dusted. There. So let's see what this does to our traffic situation. Hopefully, this works. Oh, it's so dark now. I can't see. This is the problem with the day-night visuals. And save as well. 2-4. Oh, it's already 2 to the... Oh my gosh, I don't think we're gonna stop, everyone. Another half an hour, why not that? Whoa, 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 why is our money suddenly going up to like 14,000? What has happened here? Oh, we're getting government subsidies! Thank you! Oh, I see why. We've spent all our money. They're giving us money because they're like, you're just doing it. Why can't this be a thing in real life? Like, can I just get this in real life, please? Just, oh, you're running out of money? Here's more. Okay, so it's gonna help us. It's gonna help us kind of build up our budget again. You're old enough to be my mom. Oh my. Okay, we need to just let this run. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of money we were spending. It's like way too much now. Okay, but that at least means that we can keep... Like, we've got a good foundation, I think, for this area. Florence Junction can also expand all the way up to... the junction, I feel. So that's Florence Junction. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do Beechwood West. Beechwood East. There we go. So now we've got like a east and west sort of thing, and the entire place is gonna be now like Beechwood. This whole area. Lovely. Oh, is it raining? It's raining! So this is one thing that was added to City Skylines 2 that wasn't in the original update, I think. Or actually even nighttime wasn't in the original like game at first. And then you had to like buy it in DLC, I think. So we've got rain, we've got snow, we've got day and night. Those are things that didn't like an upgrade from the first one. Citizens' happiness increased. Lovely. Now I'm gonna start thinking through while we're waiting for all of this to like recuperate, I need to start thinking what our plans are for the subway. I think definitely 1, 2, 3 makes sense as a subway stop. So it's like you've got the main interchange train station here, and then like we'll stop somewhere at Beechwood West, continue on to Beechwood East. So that creates one line in itself. And then you've got like there needs to be a stop here definitely, but it might be too near to Beechwood West. I don't know, maybe Beechwood West can be an interchange. It's like this, like a T shape. It would make sense to connect the train station up with Beechwood West. Like maybe it has to be like this, like a C shape. Like we don't have the funds for it because how much is a subway? 200,000, and each station is 200,000. That's a lot. So we can't build it yet, but at least we have our rough plans of where it's gonna go. Okay. And it's morning, so now we're gonna watch how the traffic evolves with our new... There's still a lot of cars going in this wet direction. So maybe people don't really want this road. Okay, good morning, city. The sun's out. Oh, look at that. Never paid attention to the sky in this game. Okay, how are you gonna do traffic-wise, everyone? Okay, there are people using this road, so it's doing something. Oh, actually, might have to reconsider as well the bus lines. Because now we have another option for the yellow line to go this way. But you see, that ignores the commercial square, which I feel like at the moment is still needed. In the future, what we could do... Okay, I think there is a solution for how the subway can work, right? So we've got Beechwood East, like this horizontal line, 3 stops. Beechwood West will have a station like with this commercial square. So that way, I get rid of the yellow bus line going through the commercial area. It will go straight from Beechwood East through our new road into the industrial area. I hope that's not too much too. Like, I'm sorry if your brain just exploded, but it will make sense eventually. Oh, I know what we can do. Hold up. Let us screenshot. Okay, can I show the snipping tool? Snipping tool? I don't think it shows. Snipping tool? It does. Okay. Oh, but it doesn't like show properly. Window capture, display capture. Yeah, I guess we have to do it this way. So, right now, that's our train line, right? So, if I do... Okay.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second chance to hear the music of yesteryear.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor.
I'm gonna skip the music, sorry.
Is bad for the people trying.
Okay. I think that's one mod I might add to this series. I'm gonna disable that ad thing. It's kind of annoying. I don't know where this pink line's gonna keep going, so let's just do it like a... Oh, I can't... Okay. Then like dot, because I don't know which direction it's going yet. And then we've got... like this. Okay, so station here. Station here. So, that's what I'm picturing so far for the subway situation that we have. Right, so... And then, specifically, if we're focusing on like the bus line, right? Right now, the yellow line, as you can see, goes from like this area into the commercial city, then back. So what I'm thinking it will do is still do this loop around, but instead of going this way, it will go, I don't know which way it will take, but directly this way. It will form its loop around here instead. So because anyway, you have a way to go from here to here now. So I'll be very upset if they made my bus route twice as long and replaced it with a subway that stopped at different places. See, so then the long-term goal is, although this is actually a genuine like reality of when they do urban planning, is that they do stuff like this. So my thinking as well is beyond these two lines, right, is that you could do a line that goes this way. Like depending on what we're building, like there could be something like that, and that actually alleviates this problem. Because Beechwood, I feel, will be like a central area. So potentially you could even have a line that goes like here. It's just gonna go everywhere. Why not, right? So you can imagine this will be like a 4-station, like an interchange in this sense. And then you can go in all your fancy directions. Yeah, but it's the tricky part about urban planning. It's like, how do you mitigate convenience versus... What's the term they used in Singapore? They were talking about this last day a lot. Rationalization, right? Which is that limited resources, you have to balance spending to run a service versus like spending it on other things. And in Singapore, we had this whole situation recently where they built a new MRT line, the Brown Line. And then because of that, they got rid of a lot of bus services and people were complaining. And they decided to like not remove it in the end, but reduce the frequency and stuff. So it's a very interesting aspect of urban planning. We will see if we can remedy Granny's concerns as a citizen of Punderland. In fact, where did the yellow line go? Okay, so let's say that... Where's Granny's house? Primrose Street, Residence 1. Are you... Okay. There we go. So hopefully you will survive Granny Does Games. Oh, you work at the emergency battery station, which is interesting. Right, so we've got... Oh, our other followed citizen has passed on, unfortunately. Granny Does Games. Fletch the second has passed on, so next to Granny Does Games, we're gonna have... I like how the size of the house as well, the comparison. Dina. Fletch the Bully the third. We didn't even pay attention to Fletch the second. Fletch just didn't even make it. Okay, so we've got Fletch the Bully the third living here. Granny's house. Okay. So whoever lives here will be Granny. So Granny's route to work right now, if we observe this, is that you actually have to take a bus this way. Okay, so let's like take it as an example, alright? More route drawing, what fun. Okay, I actually feel, Granny, that your current route is not exactly convenient either. Hold up. Let's do this. Show it. Right. So, your house is there right now. So this blue thing, right? Your workplace is here, technically. So, your current route is actually to cross the road over to the bus here, and it goes in a loop, right? So, your bus line, let's do green, does this. So you're going through this entire loop before you go into the commercial square, and then like you do that loop, and then you come around and you go this way, and then you have to like do this whole loop and stop here before you continue walking in this direction here. So actually that route's not very convenient at all. And if we had that subway system, you would... Okay, so you would still have this walk here. And then you can like go here. This train station will be here, right? So let's say Oh, I've run out of colors. This is what teachers must feel like in school. It's like you'll walk here, you'll take either a bus or you'll just keep walking to the nearest train station would be here, like the subway station. And then the subway will go here. No, wait, wrong. Actually, you don't even need the subway. You will be taking the new loop that will go possibly in both directions. So let's say you go this way. And then down here. Here. So it's actually your new bus route when the subway is implemented will be so much easier because you will go directly this way. So you won't be affected by the new subway system. And the one downside, I guess, is that if I don't give you an alternative to get here via a bus, you will have to do that whole like interchange thing where you walk to the nearest subway station, go, like if this is your route to the shops, right? You have to walk here to go here, take a subway here, down here, which is not the most convenient, I guess. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Why is it drawing things? Okay, Granny, I will think about what to do for your situation. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Your concerns have been heard by your local MP. That's because the plans weren't shown in the basement of the council building, so you didn't have a chance to complain. Do they actually do that in Australia? We're quite lucky in that they've been doing a roadshow of like the master plan that Singapore has. Oh my gosh, should I show you this? Let's show you. Like while the city is still earning its keep in return. Look at this. Window capture. Okay, so we've got URA master plan. Right, so this is a thing that is just available, like it's an open like thing that you can see. So Singapore's master plan. Right, and they have like this. Oh, wait, it doesn't show. Display capture? I guess that works. So this is a like publicly available master plan of Singapore that shows all of the different zoning and things that they've done, like that they've planned. And like every 5 or 10 years they come up with an updated version, and there's gonna be one coming out in June. So they've been doing a roadshow to be like, oh, here's what you can expect in your region. So there's all sorts of, where is it? Identity corridors, themes for each region. So we've got, what do we have? We've got, oh, they don't have the north and east and stuff anymore. Yeah, they've got like all of this information basically. So it's kind of interesting to read sometimes. That me. No, actually that was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's daytime. We can actually see what we're doing now. I really like where this is going with these, like with this city. And this is all vanilla as well, so that's the best thing, is like the game can still let you build stuff without all the mods. But how can an old lady like me find these maps on the internet? So that's where the roadshows come in. They've been going to all of the like local shopping malls and then placing up all of these physical atrium displays that explain the stuff that like affect your specific area. And then they will have staff on hand to like explain all of the things. I will say it's still kind of tech based, like there will be iPads and stuff. But at least there's staff there to, you know, help you along. So yeah. Okay. So I doubt we're gonna build anything else for the rest of today because I really want this to kind of recover. So off stream, I'm going to let the income kind of grow a bit while this city just exists, I guess. But I'm thinking our next project can actually be to create a nice little train station area here with like shops and things. And potentially if we've got enough cash, I doubt so because it's going to be very expensive, and start maybe creating our subway system. So yeah, I think that should be good, and we'll see where else this city develops. You like the way they do things in Singapore? Shame it's so expensive to live there. It is. It's very expensive. It's very hot as well. Humid hot as well, which I think is still similar to what you experience in your part of Australia, but it's like, if I had a choice of weather to live in, I would not be living here. It's actually kind of interesting because the election season in Singapore is just kicking off. They announced it like a few days ago, and our election season is ridiculously short. So, the nomination day of like who is going to be standing for election is next Wednesday. The polling day is the Saturday after that, I think. Like, it's on the 3rd of May, which I believe there's some kind of election happening in Australia that's also going to be on the same day. So, yeah, we've got a 9-day campaigning period, so it's going to be interesting. And as much as there's a lot of, like, positive things that you get on the surface when you look at Singapore, there are a lot of things that need to be campaigned about right now as well. I think the majority of it comes down to the fact that our representation in our parliament is still very lopsided. Like, there's a single party that's dominating everything, and the whole conversation in recent times have been, in like a mature democracy, is that should that still be a thing? So it'll be interesting to see. We'll see what happens. Same as ours. So, is it the actual like big election that's happening on the same day? Because I heard something about how Australia has elections every 3 years, which sounds crazy. Like, how do you get anything done in 3 years? That's like so little time to make any impact. But it's interesting to see. Welcome back, Treasy. Sorry, just like casually talking about the state of government, I guess. Without venturing into the actual politics of it, but just like we've got elections coming up here and in Australia. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up today's stream by placing down trees. How about that? Just makes life easier. Okay. Our terms are every 5 years, if that helps. So it's like we follow the... Okay, shush, shush, shush. 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 There we go. We follow the Westminster system to an extent. It's like first past the post every 5 years, but the Prime Minister has every discretion to like dissolve Parliament early based on his schedule that works for him, I guess. And I say him, yes, because we've not had a female Prime Minister. Okay, but to be fair, we've only had 4, but still, that's not a good enough, like, that's not a valid, like, excuse. Yeah, and then the one quirk about our system is that we have not just the typical, like, single constituency thing where it's like one person versus one person for an area. We also have a group representation constituency, so it's a larger area, and then you've got a team of people who contest for that entire area. Like, they're in charge of different sub-districts within the district, but they win, like, if the entire team wins based on the total performance of the team, if that makes any sense. And the reasoning given is that Singapore is a multiracial like country where there are 3 main races, and at the time, this was like a few decades ago, their reasoning was that you have to have representation for all the different races. So that's why like the groups are at least a minimum of 3, so that technically there will be 1 of each major race represented. Yeah, so some people on the flip side accuse it as being a way for the dominating party to like contest in big areas that the smaller opposition parties don't have resources to handle. So it's an interesting debate when it comes to stuff like that. Again, I'm just sharing it more as information rather than taking a stand on saying what I think about it. But yes, there's interesting things like that in this political system. We also have something called a non-constituency member of parliament, which is given to the best losers of the election. Like the best opposition leaders of any election. So those are like the best performers that didn't actually get any seats in parliament. They can actually like be represented in parliament to ensure an opposition presence. And then you have the nominated member of parliament, which are supposedly non-partisan. Basically, they are not supposed to represent any party. That just represent different segments of Singapore's population. And they don't have any voting rights, but they just like speak up and do speeches in parliament to represent like relative segments of society, which is interesting. And apparently, when they were building our Parliament House, which was built in the 90s, I think, they sent a group over to Australia to take a look at your Parliament House in Canberra. So that's interesting. Hi, Wooden Rose, welcome in. Welcome to the tail end of our stream, actually, because I've been going a lot longer than I meant to, and I haven't had lunch. It's 3 p.m. now. But I'm just distracted by trees, like putting down more trees. And also trees. Have you heard of trees, Wooden Rose? Oh my gosh. It's kind of funny. Okay, but yeah, so this is a preview of like what the nature walk could eventually be. So it's next to the train tracks, and then you have like a park and things. So yeah, look at the sunrise. Oh, it's actually the sunset. It's 4 p.m. Okay, now let's observe. This will be the last thing we look at before we wrap up stream. Let's observe the evening rush hour one last time with all of our changes to the city. Okay, ours is the Westminster system, but it's a proportional representation, not first past the post. Oh, how does that work? So it's like the number of... I have no idea how that works. maybe when Granny you go live, you can explain it. Then we'll have like a marathon of streams where everyone just explains their relevant political systems. Okay, let's speed up. We're gonna start. Okay, traffic is going. So this area, lots of traffic again. Right, so no pileups. Our new turn seems to have helped alleviate pressure. How's this side doing? Oh yes, we've got people using this section of the new road. That's good. That's good. So that actually helps out a lot with reducing congestion. Okay, so it's 5. There's so many people coming from the highway still. Wooden Rose might have heard of trees. Have you heard of roses as well? That's a concept. How's our bus line going? Our buses are... Ooh, okay. They're not full, but at the same time, there's a lot of build-up in certain sections of the bus line. So... I might have to increase the capacity once we can afford it. We can right now. Oh, making lots of income again. Is it the government subsidies coming in? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, we've got a new bottleneck potentially here, everyone. This turn might be a problem. Okay. Let's do a 5-lane asymmetrical road. Will this help? Ooh, that doesn't help. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have to fix this another time. We're gonna leave it the way it is for now. And hopefully this doesn't become a traffic situation. Oh no, everyone's going here now. That's not good. See, so this is the interesting thing about traffic management in this game, is that you think you solve it by doing one thing, and then it turns out they will start going in a different direction. So, yeah, we've created another turn issue. Why though? Where's everyone going? So you're going this way. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. Sorry. Gonna do a thing. Going to remove that section that people just have to turn in. Let's see if that makes a difference. A lot of people going here. Why? Oh my gosh. You don't think you can? Because we also have a thing called preferences where other parties can suggest to voters to put a particular party second on their individual ballot. Oh, is it like you have to rank first, second, third, fourth, fifth, that sort of thing? Here it's just choose one. You're voting Melvin for Prime Minister. Oh my gosh. Imagine if that was a thing in like Dinkum, in the 1.1 update. Political parties. Oh, We've created more traffic, everyone. Unfortunately. I don't even understand where they come from. Like, you have your major road. I guess it's everyone that just doesn't wanna... No, it can't be, because we've got a road that connects here. They're coming from the highway. Transporting. Going home. Ugh. I don't understand the pattern yet. We need to observe it further to actually see why they're turning this way. It seems like it's all coming from the highway, but there are so many other options that they can take to get to this area without using this turn. Like, I have this road now, so okay. Did everyone see the patch notes? Yes, we did. I was actually looking through it. I was trying to keep it spoiler free in case of anyone that doesn't want to know the features, but I looked through it and it looks good. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in the game next week. Oh, we've got a full bus, everyone. Might have to increase the capacity of this line. Okay, so yellow line's full. We've got orange lines. Orange line's okay. Red line is okay. Okay, yellow line, you're gonna get some relief. You're gonna get one extra bus. Okay. That should be good. That turn situation seems to have been a one-off, because now we don't have that issue anymore. Oh, no. I think here everyone comes again. No? Okay. That seems to be fine. Oh, I'm so confused. Why is it doing this? I will say though, this area has been very peaceful. The whole like grid thing that we were doing. No traffic. Not much activity. It's very quiet. So we've got at least a variety of different ways of living in this city so far, which is nice. Okay, and then the train line's just kind of doing its own thing. Okay, I think that is a comfortable way to leave our city for today. Made quite decent progress. We seem to have generally at least moderated our traffic. I'm not sure if we fixed it entirely in Beechwood West, but we'll continue to fix it. We'll continue working on it. So again, today's stream replaces tomorrow's stream. I've decided to like move it forward just so I have the day free. So our next stream will probably be on Tuesday. I think it will be a... It will either be a Dinkum stream or a Minecraft stream. Oh, no. Okay, it will be a Dinkum stream. Because Saturday's reserved for something else. So, see you on Tuesday with Dinkum will be... Oh, actually... Okay, we'll see how things go. We will either have like a normal stream on Tuesday and then maybe a extra stream on Wednesday. But, you know, just keep a lookout for YouTube. It'll tell you. But yes, have a good rest of your Good Friday, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekends. We will see you another time. Stay safe, stay well. Manage your traffic well. And we will see you soon.